Hello, everyone, and welcome to Quest and Chaos. We are the Chaos Agents, and we are playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Woo, woo, woo. There you go. There you go. There it is.
Thank you.
Fist pump.
You did it. We have a game to play tonight, so we will first do our announcements.
Let's get
Of course.
All right, start the clock.
We're showing beer bottles.
Yes.
Beverage bottles.
Yes, because I have the cider.
Gordon Biersch has
allowed
been
to.
kind enough to sponsor our channel.
Yes.
So we are really excited about that.
It's amazing.
Legitimacy.
Amazing.
Validation.
We're like 2 minutes and I've already almost
go
spit
buy
a
one.
drink.
That's why I'm not drinking.
Don't spill a drop of this beautiful wild side.
Twing! So this
God, are we gonna start doing that?
this Cave Raider Blonde Bock is 7%. So if I fall out of my chair about halfway through, you know why.
To be fair, this is like 6%,
Yeah.
which is why I'm sipping it very
I'm,
carefully.
of course, drinking the full-pressure, unfiltered Pilsner.
Pilsner, of course.
That's right.
I think they gave us
Only the
these
finest.
so that we would put it in the irregular tavern.
Oh, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Wild side has to go
Oh,
in
we
the
need to get
tavern.
rid
It's
of
too
like
cool.
good stout.
No, the Great Stout.
Great Stout.
Whoa, whoa.
Blasphemy, sir.
I cannot believe this.
Look, you upset him.
Aw, he's crying. Aw.
Oh my God, he's crying.
Thanks, Ruckus.
It went from freezing to hot in here real quick.
It does that.
No, I didn't.
Anyway.
You should have
Or maybe
looked
I'm
at
just
the degrees it was,
Yeah.
which I will not name. Shall we?
35.
35.
There it is.
Coolest number.
All right.
It's not 70 and it's not 68.
Yes, it was the number that I kept running on call, rolling on Call of Cthulhu last week.
I remember that.
Speaking of numbers, today is our 30th episode.
Oh.
So cool.
That's it, 30
Wow.
episodes. That's
That's 3 days in game.
A new record. You think you're kidding?
It's not even 3 weeks for
dude. Oh, it is. It's been
It is
10
just-
days. It's been 310 days.
310. It is a full 310 days.
Really?
30 days.
Holy
A month.
Hooray.
Travel.
Look at
Yeah.
that.
Not in
An
game.
episode.
Look at that. We planned it this way, clearly.
Totally.
This is completely scripted, guys.
I have no idea
Every
what we're going to do at the
second.
live show at Kubla Khan.
Yes. But with the
I've
audience.
been talking to Solo, and he's like, "Oh, I've got all these plans and all this other stuff." I'm like, "I have no idea where my players are going to be. I don't know what's going to happen. We might be on the
That's
fair.
seas.
To be
We might be
fair.
at Waterdeep. We might be at Baldur's Gate. They might be all dead.
I mean,
we really don't know."
I'm so excited for it.
That's a whole 4 weeks away. Like,
Exactly.
Let's do it.
Or they could still be in.
We can still be in the forest. We'll probably
we might still be in
the
the same
forest.
spot. More than just the forest, this same spot.
Just pulling out different animals, seeing what comes up next.
3 hours every week, pulling an animal.
Maybe it won't be one of the 8 they already tell you that's going to show up.
Maybe you'll get lucky and get the shiny one.
I really want to see what happens when you draw 2 of the same animal.
I really want to see what happens when Norman comes back.
Now, what
I am dying. I'm dying.
So are we.
horrible consciousness questions are we going to ask these animals?
Can you set the rule that like we can't have more than one out?
Yeah. You can't. If you. Yeah. It is.
Oh, you have to re-roll.
Oh yeah.
That's them.
You're gonna have to re-roll.
Cool.
You have a set.
Into it.
Those are your companions in there.
Okay, so no repeats.
So you
You can't have
two
3
weasels.
Shadowburn Terries.
Yeah, because
There's only one Shadowband, Terry. Thank you.
it wouldn't be
There are
fair.
4 Hoggleshites, but you know that's just.
Because you can only pull 3, but just in case you could, there's a 4.
That's the only one you can do it with.
What an awful existence.
Again, they're just hanging out in their homes, like drinking some tea.
And then a hand comes in.
Right into poison.
Hoggleshite, I choose you.
He's like, bro, you just left.
I love you.
Oh my god.
Peers back, tea's still in hand. Like, didn't even.
Like
Yeah, he leaves and comes back fast enough to
immediately.
catch whatever he dropped. That's how quickly he was going.
What is this nightmare? Just out of nowhere.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So Kubla Khan, Memorial Day weekend, we're going to be there. We're going to be doing some awesome stuff.
Yes.
You guys don't want to miss this in
And,
person.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Andrew will be back with Grumble
Yes.
for the live show on Saturday, May 25th, I think.
Yes.
Excellent. Or
his
26th.
his last image of Uzo seared into his brain.
Yeah. Was that the, what do you think of this?
I'm sure he wakes up screaming in the middle of the night.
Does he though?
Or does he wake up? Meh.
That would be worse somehow.
Oh my gosh.
Wakes up like Hugh Jackman.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Huge what?
Hugh Jackman.
Oh,
Hugh Jackman. The Australian Wolverine
Thank
one.
you. Yeah, I was confused.
That's what
Sorry.
Inspiration Vereen is based on.
You can look forward to 3 more hours of this.
Sorry.
After 3 hours of animals.
So sorry.
Libris Arcana is a subscription dice service, and it's cool. And we are using. We have 2 sets of the Snowblind dice at the table.
Pretty.
No one can see them.
Of course not.
I think it's winter.
Yeah.
Now look at it against darker complexion.
Winter has definitely come.
Yes. Nobody probably saw that. So
Nobody at all.
The camera's not plugged in.
our set came with 2 d20s.
Ah, is that what happened?
Yeah. So what happens is they send out a set of dice, and then they throw in a couple of extras, just left over from different sets. We happen to get a nice. So you've got a nice advantage, disadvantage
That's
set of
cool.
Snowblind dice.
That's cool.
We're going to give these away tomorrow
Yes.
on Call of Cthulhu.
We finally get to give away dice. I'm very excited about this.
You deserved it.
And I was going to actually
sure.
see if you guys wanted to roll these, but then I was rolling like 20s nonstop with them earlier, so I
Give
just
them.
keep them back
That
here.
was not the case for us last night.
Oh, these were awful on Cthulhu last week.
Okay, no, they were back and forth, and that was a percentile dice. It was either critical success or critical failure, and not many bars in between.
Right.
Like, I rolled 100 on those things. The fact that Alexandria is still alive makes me really happy right now.
Yes. So that is happening. Speaking of giveaways, we've got a 5e book giveaway tonight because on Natural One last night, you guys,
The boy triggered.
You guys donated a ton of inspiration, and they didn't quite get to
What I had planned.
as happens.
Don't know why I planned that far in advance.
In fairness, when you were prepping stuff, you said they might get here.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, I'm not complaining at all. Actually,
Right.
I really enjoyed everything.
It was a great session last night. If you haven't seen it, it will hit YouTube at 10:30 tonight.
Yes, go watch it. Get wrecked right before you go to bed. Highly recommend.
Or you can watch it tomorrow, or in the next day, or whatever. You should also subscribe to our YouTube channel.
There it is.
Yes.
Follow us here.
Classic
And
mics.
you are going to hear the air conditioning, but
Because it's gotten unseasonably warm in unnamed state.
Northern California.
everyone knows.
I've been telling people the city and the address.
I mean, that's fair.
Return address is on the stuff we sent out.
It's actually my home address. Not anymore, but it was.
Well done.
All right, anyway, speaking of that, book giveaway. All right, that's going to do it for us, Chaos Agents. We're going to wrap it up here. What?
All right, thanks, guys.
Let's go drink.
You did great. We're at 709.
709, here we go. All right, so last week on Chaos Agents D&D, it's not D&D anymore, it's on Chaos Agents. The Foxy Irregulars woke up in the Blighted Forest, knowing that today was the day they were going to reach the Nialo village. You guys decided to stay there the night, rest all day.
Because we thought this continued on.
And then 2 hours later, after you woke up in the morning and did all of your poison rolls and everything you got, and the blight ended.
We were very worried about Bagar.
Yeah, using spell slots. I love it.
Yep.
Yeah, I did not love that. I did
And
not
yet.
love having no second level spell slots for what happened next.
You traveled, and thanks to excellent stealth rolls and poor perception checks,
That's what I do.
you guys encountered the Nialo village, which was apparently in the process of being turned, being blighted. Orcs were digging up the mass grave, and a large, giant, huge is the correct terminology, tree ant carrying a medium-sized
Girthy thing.
Corpse flower.
corpse flower
That's
to be planted, and you guys got the drop on them. No surprise round, but you guys did get
I did shoot someone in the head.
you
A couple of them.
You blasted somebody. and this leader, this Orc Druid, came out. Piss poor perception check.
Well, I did get a bonus action stealth
did,
on
you
that,
did.
so.
Didn't even see the other companions in their plate mail and their
Mail and
They're all over here and in the trees.
it
and stuff.
was a ways away and all this stuff. That perception check that I just bailed at, I think was the turn of the whole thing.
That one was game-changing.
Because it would have been.
How?
It would have
He
been.
probably had a whole library of spells.
It
to
would have been
throw at
very,
us.
very dangerous for you.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't. What are you doing?
Come on. I got.
No, I actually
Fruzel in his
have
old
a pretty
age.
good idea of what may have happened based on what the kids said.
What was his name?
Arrow.
That was,
Hey, putting her on the spot like that.
Lareth?
No, I actually was not. I actually was not referencing what Lara
Oh,
said. I was
okay.
referencing what Ren, Tia, and Aaron said. Back at the farmhouse when they said that the forest turned against us.
Right.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't want none of that.
So
he
you
already
guys, amazing fight. Ruckus going up a tree. Couple of things that kind of maybe turned things. I forgot to do 10 feet away from that wall of fire. You should have taken damage.
Oh.
I forgot to do that, so all of you would have taken a lot more damage. I critted on you and
me.
never doubled the dice.
Oh, snap.
So yeah.
These are the lessons we learn, right? To
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on back
There's
there.
and there's always a lot just going on, kind of in general. There's so many moving parts. It's hard to keep track of everything.
So if I may end up taking moments to think
Do it.
rather than just trying to keep.
So I did read a thing
Yeah.
for spider climb.
Yeah.
It does say without the use of your hands. It does. In
So
the
he
spell.
does just
So he does just like walk up.
just like a possum.
Yep.
If you've ever seen a possum climb a tree,
It's creepy.
weird.
Creepy AF.
It is amazing and cartoon-like. Imagine a possum. I think this is I thought this was like, hurry up and play a stupid game. Or
I mean, probably.
oh man! All right.
I'm enjoying this.
Man, this is like back in the old days with the cue cards.
Yeah.
Oh, right?
All right. Anyway, so
Ren Camel gave us bits, right? That's what.
Oh, that's a throwback.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were one of the first ones to start giving
That's
us
right.
bits back in the old studio.
oh yeah. So anyway, so
6 months ago.
30 episodes.
30
ago.
That's right.
30 episodes.
That's right.
Yeah. It's what?
2 days.
Yeah.
Minutes.
7 coming up on 8 months. At least for us.
It's cool.
Enjoy it. We are coming up on 1 year for the channel.
That's gonna be
that's-
cool.
that's
We should do
amazing.
something.
We should. We should. Speaking of that, doing something,
Should we play a game?
Yes.
we should play a game.
Announcements.
But before we play a game, you guys
What?
have 4
No, we
inspiration.
already collected.
Oh,
Oh, no, that was the addition, right?
no.
Yeah, we
That was
got
the four
you,
from last
you
week's
already
Star
got
Yeah, we
one?
prepped this.
Wait, what?
We wanted to make sure that
Amy
we
already gave
were
us
keeping the time, as short as possible.
I
Aw.
enjoy tossing those out.
I feel that, though.
the dirty look.
I do.
Um,
So we can give them back if you want. You can,
no.
Nope,
you
too
can
late.
just give us more if you really like it that much.
Are you sure? It feels like it's a thing. No. I'm kidding.
Alrighty, ready. Oh, this is good. So, the Baroness, our
Alright.
patroness,
Yay!
has donated 1,500 bits.
Hey!
Thank you,
One over there,
Ghislaine.
one over there, and one over here.
Oh,
Oh.
All right.
I hate this.
That's how we
No,
felt.
Tuesdays.
no, I'm wrong.
Oh!
There it is. However, the Hefner has donated for me 500 bits, and I will use this.
Come on.
I know you will.
Or donate it to them.
We're doing it to the boy.
why, man?
And not to be
Because he's like you. He likes to keep the balance. I saw your comment.
Well, shit.
Nice. I'm gonna stop wasting my rolls.
It just sucks when you're on this side of it.
Does.
I cannot read this.
Schadenfreude for sure.
I'll try and read it.
Yes,
Well,
I
Give it,
know the
give it
name.
to Ruckus. He's still learning too.
Does it all go out?
See, here's the thing, though. In my story, I can read Elvish.
Oh,
I don't know why. I haven't talked to you about that.
What's worse is that you speak Elvish, and that's going to come up at some point.
Someone just gonna start.
Which,
All right, let's just play.
Didn't
ask me.
The only one who understands.
Hold on, so you've been reading the
What
tall
is
halfling this
happening?
whole time?
He can't.
Yeah, well, remember, I lied originally when I was first given the book. I was like, the tall, and I was just, I don't know what it is.
What?
I don't know. And then you deception checked. Watch the episode. It's in it. That's the thing.
I'm almost
playing
there,
that
so I will
long
watch
game.
that.
It
Well
is.
done. Well done.
So all
I
this
also think it's
time-
funny that everybody forgets, including myself,
So all this
about the
time,
Elvish.
Ruckus has known that Andraste's reading an erotic novel.
Oh yeah, he's been lying on your behalf because I am not gonna talk to him about that. He's gonna ask me questions and I don't want to answer them. Not doing it.
It's quality content, Thomas. All right.
Barthorn.
Thank you, Barthorn.
1,000 bits plus 100 bits to charity. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Very well done. I don't know what that means or how you
I'm
do
really,
it, but
like-
thank you.
Kind of upset that came out in
And
this
you
way.
can ask Barthorn.
Oh, we'll find out.
I feel like this
elsewise.
is charity, all of it.
It doesn't have to come out.
And
Just keep yelling.
yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
for me, all for me.
Not for you.
The Hefner.
Yes.
Bits
thank you
for
so
you.
much.
Yay! Thank you, Hef.
1,000 bits. That's 2 inspiration.
buddy.
That brings us
Thank
up
you.
to 11
We
inspiration.
have
I
11.
really enjoy tallies. Someone on your show should keep a tally.
They did. The fans.
Yeah,
Yes, indeed.
because we were guessing in the chat how many they had.
It was good.
Saw it, yeah.
You should keep a tally on that one of how many inspiration you have.
I
Critical Role has like
should.
Critical Role stats. That, you know,
Yeah.
Twitter that follows them and says all that. If somebody wants to do that.
Crit roll
That'd
stats.
be cool.
Chaos stats.
Yeah.
Chaos quest stats.
Chaos stats, I like that.
Something.
Chaos.
Something.
Organized
I mean,
chaos.
it's us.
Wait.
Oh,
Oh,
not bad.
Okay.
that's brilliant.
That's
Chaos
almost as good
organized?
as like Fox and
It's like
Friends.
a.
Yeah.
It is.
It's
Mission.
better
as good
than
as-
Fox and Friends.
It's not as good
I
as
mean, what
Fox and
isn't
Friends.
though?
1,000 bits from 3 Fingers 16.
Hey,
There it is.
Kita.
Cheers.
Yes.
Not for you, Tom.
I just.
And in that case, I'll just put it right here now. We'll go
I
over
will
that.
stand up and get it. I have no shame.
Next to the
Thank
girthy
you,
plant.
guys.
All right. So, and then when we left off the episode, Remy had you had closed in on this druid that was attempting to
After I got my gun.
after you got your gun.
Yes.
And you hit him with the butt of your rapier, the hilt, the
Pommel.
the pommel.
pommel.
Pommel
that it
is the
is.
word.
The butt.
Yes, the butt.
But
Yes.
it's also accurate.
Butt to
Pommel
face.
sounds great.
I've seen
Never
it.
mind.
asked for this.
Never mind, that sounds better.
He exclaimed his attack heroically.
Anyway, so you subdued him and knocked him out.
Watch a lot of anime.
Cthulhu.
yes, yes.
That's a different type of anime.
Do we want to play a game or what?
I'm so sorry, yeah.
And so now we're here with this knocked out druid.
You are here with a knocked out druid.
And I'm just like because you and I were even with him, just like. Thank you.
Uzo was actually going around and impaling the
yeah, you
corpses.
said that. Yeah, you were.
Oh.
Oh, the orc corpses.
Yeah.
Excellent. Just to make sure they didn't get back up.
Yep.
Of course, Andraste. There's one thing you should know is we'll always be here. Of course.
I'm beginning to understand that. Thank you.
I'm glad to see that your village is not corrupted.
I am as well. Surprised, to be honest, but very pleased. And I just sort of turn and I look at the village that I have. I haven't been here in 5 years.
It is. It was significantly overgrown. Mm-hmm. However, there was a bit cleared out with all the movement and stuff, but more of a natural trampling and.
I do want to point out that she did cast Spare the Dying last game, so he's stabilized.
Yes. Okay. Yes. He's not dying on us. I did cast Spare the Dying.
Right.
Hopefully. Hopefully he's not dying on us.
No, you Spare the Dying. I think we should bind him so that he cannot cast any magic at us. Mm-hmm. Oh, hi, Ruckus.
I'm glad the idea hit you.
Of course, Ruckus is right there with us.
And Uzo comes up behind where you guys are. You see him binding his hands, and I pull out 50 feet of silk rope, and I basically gag his mouth. I do not need my hands to cast magic.
No, you're
And
right.
I
Generally,
imagine
it's
this gentleman does not either.
But we will need answers from him. We are going to question that man.
man.
I'm sorry, that horrible Orc Druid thing.
I have an idea. You ask the questions to it, and I will read its thoughts and pull the information in that manner.
You can do that?
I was literally about to ask the same thing.
Yes, but don't worry, I haven't done it to you yet.
How would I know? Can he tell if you are reading his thoughts?
I believe that he might sense my intrusion, but there is...
Is it possible he might be able to resist your intrusion?
Like, I would just sing a shanty in my head the whole time.
I have not met any resistance
that,
when
but fair.
trying to use this, but usually I do it on people or animals that do not expect me.
Bless you.
Come on.
Sorry.
No, as Uzo, like, sneezed on Remy just now.
I got that.
What?
No, it's fine. It's fine. Can you disinfect this?
Glow.
Uzo sees the bound orc on the floor and kind of prods it with the spear. I'd never understand why you like to keep enemies alive.
Doing
But-
that with a pointy end?
No.
Okay, got
This
it.
is the hilt.
The problem is that my village was not the only one struck, and I have some questions. How is this connected to what's going on with the mountain? Was the druid the one raising the dead? That seems unlikely. We don't know hardly anything about what happened and what we're possibly walking into.
We do know that necromancers raise the dead. We faced one in the Kumquat Towers.
Oh yes,
I know it's the Gulat Towers.
we still call it the Kumquat Towers.
I was literally trying to remember either way.
Just remember, it was the
It was
person raising
episode 2.
Oh no,
It
just
was
the,
last
just
week.
just the name.
It's where you got your armor.
That's right.
Yeah.
Where Ruckus got his armor. Remember that?
Yeah, I said that.
I remember that. Yes. Anyway, it was a necromancer. So why isn't the necromancer here? If they were about to, and I turn and like look at the ditch that's like 2 feet dug in, and I just sort of stop. Right. Yes. If they were going.
Let's look at this orc some more, Andraste. If they were going to... Look, the Orc Druid could not have raised the dead. I think that's true.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So how do they do it then if the necromancer isn't here? Is the necromancer around, or does the corpse flower do it? Nasty, smelly flower thing.
It's a good question. We should ask him.
Yes, that is one of the things that we should ask, yes.
Do we want to do that now?
Well, let's come up with some questions first, write them down, and just get ready. Get the quill out. Before, that way we have notes. What do you think? First question. Just in case he can resist it, we should ask the most important question first so you can read his thoughts immediately.
Okay.
Then the most important question is, who or what is behind this, I suppose. Excuse me.
Who is your boss? No.
Commander? Leader?
Okay. Who do you serve? Hey,
Hey.
that's good.
Why are you here?
Why are you here? That's good. I feel like you could be like, I don't know. It's good. Yeah.
More specific.
Yeah.
Got why?
I feel
got
like,
what.
why are you here? Well, to raise the dead, and then we know nothing.
Why? What? How?
How? When? What else? Where?
Where?
Tuesday.
How do you raise the dead?
You're right.
Yeah, I thought we were just starting with the pattern of how, who, what, when, how, where, why.
So we're going to talk over here. You can just go and...
No.
Listen, I've got plenty of things to add when this little guy is awake. Not so little guy is awake.
So I've got who do you serve? What was the other one?
I suppose how? How is all of this happening?
How do you raise the dead?
Yes, because unless the necromancer is here, what he cast felt more like alive magic. It didn't feel like death.
Why have you blighted the forest?
Ruckus was right. Who, how, why? I'm sorry, Ruckus.
They always are.
All right, why have you blighted? Is that how you spell that, Andraste? Blighted? Mm-hmm. All right, thank you. The forest.
Uzo's over his shoulder learning how to spell.
No, that's not how you spell that. That's Forrest Gump Forest.
No, yes, it's one R, not two.
Yes, thank you.
There's a difference.
Why does it matter if the word
One of them's a
sounds the
city in
same?
India.
One of the problems that I always
Because
run
even
into
if
is
it's-
when do you use effect with an A and when do you use effect with an E?
True.
I keep running into that one.
That's why I don't
True.
write.
Because the spelling will tell you the context if it's not clear through the use.
What context? I read to speak out loud to understand. Context.
Right.
All right, so who do you serve? How do you do this? And why have you blighted the forest, right?
Right. We get back on track, but we'll talk about that.
Okay.
Explain it. Why have you blighted the forest?
Yes.
Where? That's the next one. Where is your boss?
It seems like he would be at the mountain, but it's entirely possible that that's a decoy.
We said there was no patterns to these, right? These blight circles?
Not that we really saw.
Well, all we saw was-
They were all circular.
We were in it the whole time.
Yes, and they overlapped.
Well, if there's not a pattern, then doesn't it feel like they're looking for something? If they're doing it randomly, why would they be doing it in those spots
No,
at all?
No,
I'm
that's
saying
a
that-
really good point.
But we've been traveling this whole time in corruption. Days, in fact. We would have gone through one of the small ones. No, we were in a larger one.
We were either in a larger one or we found a place where two of them connected.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
It seems too random.
That's a good question, though.
In your travels, you do. They are centered around villages, around population centers.
Are there villages in the south that haven't been hit?
You're in one. It's it's on the northern end of the south.
yeah.
When you were above looking down, it was really hard to figure out exactly what was and wasn't. Where the exact boundaries were.
Sure.
There were definitely patches all the way around the edges that were not corrupted. So there may be patches in there.
Sure. But are there villages of wood elves that haven't been hit by the druid and his coterie to kill all of them, or have all of the villages in the south been wiped out?
It seemed like it's probably likely.
Okay.
Either they were all hit and wiped out, or
They were hit and ran,
they moved out prior to being.
which would make sense.
They moved north, probably.
Head into the council.
The what?
I've said this several times. The High Council.
Right. Sorry, Herb.
And the day, and the poison, and
Ruckus almost died a day ago.
Yes, you did.
I almost died just now. Did you see how I the fires that I almost went to, but I'm too hot to handle?
What?
What? Fight fire with fire. Sorry, go on.
Are we ready to wake him? Do you think? Is there any other questions that you would see as? I am not thinking clearly right now. I'm
We have
sorry.
who do you serve? We have how do you raise
I'm doing
the
this in the
dead?
background. He's curling his fist up slowly. When are we gonna wake him?
We're not gonna wake him like that.
We
I
might.
look up from my book.
Ruckus, wait, I have a better idea. As I look at the badger and the companions, they seem hungry.
What morsel do you think they're like most?
No,
on this one?
okay, guys, wait a minute.
It could be
Are you
fingers.
suggesting that they gnaw on him?
Yes. That.
We'll not
Why
get
is that
anything
the-
from his brain at that point. All he's going to do is scream and be in pain. Are you kidding me? This will require finesse.
Or maybe he will relax his thoughts and not resist as much.
Through pain.
Maybe.
I don't believe it. I believe that all you'll get is his pain.
We don't know what this thing can do. Once you're in his head, we can't help.
What do you mean?
So, well, I mean, once you're reading his thoughts, we can't help. If he decides to do something back, so maybe we should just Weaken his concentration a little.
Some kind of psychic wall.
I don't know. I'm very imaginative.
Magician's war.
I just learned. A magician's war, if you will. Thank you,
Why would you
Andraste.
say something like that, Andraste?
See, she gets it.
Because it amuses me.
Goodness gracious.
And right now I'll take my amusement where I can find it.
Well, that's fair. We all should.
I know where to find mine.
I don't think that we should torture this thing just yet. I think that we should first try and see what we can get, and then if it comes to that, you may do what you do, but I don't think it will help.
Drops. Fine.
Regrettably.
We'll try it your way.
Regrettably. Tortured doesn't tend to get good answers.
Okay then, Remy the Merciful. And he takes out his decanter of water.
The practical, really.
Yeah?
Yes.
Also, I am going to advise not going into that building if you can avoid it.
Okay.
At the very least, not while he's alive. Because I don't know what those sigils would do that were left in there, and bloodstains.
That is a good question to ask him. I will remember.
Hold on, before we wake him, should we go have a quick look?
Corks a decanter.
Should we? Just see what's in there.
If you need me, yell. I can't.
Okay.
But if you need me, I'll come in.
Who will brave this with me then?
I say we ask him and have him tell us.
Well, we should be equipped with as much information as we can. I mean, beforehand. Perhaps we'll find something to ask him about.
Okay.
Or we don't, but at least we checked.
I think you are underestimating the amount that a man will tell you under extreme duress.
We'll find out.
Okay.
We will. I mean, we'll try it this way first. That's all I ask, and then you do what you do.
Okay.
Let's go on in then. Ruckus, you join me?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm going in.
I
not a
will
door.
stay in the back, but I will make sure to detect anything I can.
Appreciate
I will be close by.
it. Shall we?
Get to the door.
Flamboyant and shield.
After you, big guy, hiding behind him.
Detect magic.
Okay, so you cast Detect Magic to the inside. The druid in your periphery lights up.
Yeah.
Like, there are several auras around the druid that light up. Inside, you don't get you don't get anything that pings on the inside.
So nothing is reacting to me on the inside.
What do we
But-
see? Oh, sorry.
It might still be booby-trapped. I do not know. This man, on the other hand, is glowing like a candle.
What does he have on him, I wonder?
We'll find out.
It's a good thing we did this before he wakes up. Andraste, you want to find out while we do this?
Sure.
Okay. Ruckus?
Oh, yeah.
I stay outside
So
with Andraste.
we'll go inside first.
Hold on. I'm just going to throw the flamberge in first.
I do want to
Okay.
hide behind Ruckus if I can.
Okay.
Yeah, just in case.
All right. You've been in here before.
Oh, have I? Oh, I did step in.
Yeah.
Well, it was quick, and I
He was
went
very
around.
quick.
And, yes.
Okay. All right. So you throw it in there.
Yeah.
Just slide it across the floor or something.
Ting, 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 on the dirt floor.
Bond it back to my hand. Safe enough. And I march in.
Okay.
I will follow behind. What do we see?
Do you want to describe what they actually look like?
What this is?
What the
What the room looks like?
symbol looks like?
I don't actually know what exactly the symbol
Okay.
looked like. I decided to leave that to you.
Okay. So you enter. It's dark. You're gonna.
Can't make
Light.
it out. Thank you.
So you have this soft blue glow that you are now looking around. It's kind of like the blood seems to just emanate.
Oh, jeez.
Blood.
There's a bit by the door. You sense that this orc took damage and bled here.
Seems like a black light. We'll find all sorts of fluids.
It's like a Pollock painting in here.
I used to like the feature on this sword.
So you walk in.
We're gonna use this in our hotel rooms from now on.
No,
Yep, I'm leaving.
Forget I said anything.
Give me an instrument. I'm
Yes.
gonna take it.
All right. So you walk in, and this place has been definitely taken over by the forest. It is just crumbling and coming down. Although there is one wall where you, looking at it, it is covered in dried blood. There's the imprint of a humanoid shape in blood on it, with a circle drawn around it. And you definitely get the impression that it was made by a bloody body put up against it. But it doesn't, and then the circle is not perfect, but it is unnatural. Like, it is specifically made around it. And looking a little bit closer, you actually see very fine lines connecting throughout it in a pretty specific pattern.
It's all in blood.
It is.
Ooh, this is new.
Well, it's just as she described it. This must have been where her uncle was. What kind of ritual was this?
You have to let me torture him.
Eventually, yes.
Oh, yeah.
I don't mind that.
Good.
Just let's try this way first.
Yeah. I mean, come on, just look at this. This is a terrible coat of paint.
This is not paint.
No.
No.
Oh, that explains that smell.
Yeah. Impressed you picked up on it, Ruckus.
You know, I feel some senses coming back after the palmade.
Yeah. It's wonderful.
It's delightful now.
Very
I don't
happy one.
smell.
Maybe you can enjoy good food now.
I always do.
Oh, yeah? I just think you just enjoy food.
Think of a retort. Ruckus says that.
We'll get there. You know, I got it. Yep, I'll be waiting. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, it's coming.
No, because you know it's true. All right. I don't see anything special about this. Should
we tell her about this specific mark?
we can just tell her we saw the remains of the ritual. No bodies or anything, but anything else in here that we can see?
Nothing else really seems of import.
Okay.
I
We should ask about this to him, maybe. Like, what's with the ritual in there? Yes? What's with the ritual in there? Be really casual about it. Maybe it'll help.
You know, good cop always works. Good night, always. Never mind,
Good
just
night.
screw it. Let's go. With a K, I think.
Well done! Oh my goodness.
That means I was right. I
you
think
are
that-
right.
Yes.
You won't hear me say that a lot.
I'm gonna revel in it.
Yeah, you may keep a tally.
Still reveling.
So you come back out. So you,
We're
yeah. So
we're-
you guys
we're
go
looting
up
him.
to the and you loot.
Are we? I'm circling the body with my hand out, just trying to.
Good call. Sorry. Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
Touching this guy.
All right.
What do I-
So you pick up right away. There is a number of abjuration magic. The armor is magic. It has a ring. And I believe he's got a pouch with some things that are magical as well.
If I were to hold them up side by side, we're about the same size, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he's much larger than you,
A weekend at Bernie's, this guy?
Yeah.
but he's not large.
Okay.
He's a medium
twice in 2
size.
weeks.
So,
Did we? Did we?
I think so.
Andraste,
I love it.
this is a very skilled wizard. You know how when people touch me, I imbue cold damage to them. They
Yes.
freeze, they die. He might be possessed with the same thing, which is why I'm glad now Ruckus did not punch him.
Same, but if I were to touch you when you have that ice armor on you, would that lash out and hurt me just touching you?
As long as you are not causing me any damage, no.
Then I imagine we should be able to get this stuff off of him as long as we don't hurt him.
I look back at the badger. More of the reason why we should have our friends take a bite.
I'd rather they not explode. That would.
We will see them
upset.
again, clearly.
Well, we can't command them. They're not ours.
I think Ruckus can be persuaded.
As we're coming out. Yes, it's spelled Knigget.
I will forget that.
Yeah, well, I'm tried.
What is spelled Knigget?
Night.
Oh.
It's in like good night.
Oh.
Wait,
With a
Alright.
K.
Like not the shiny one, the thing where you sleep one.
Nope, that's with the just
that's without a K.
N-I-G-H. You just Nigget.
Yeah, see, I told him I'd forget.
this is why you should not bother with spelling. Just understand what the word says and verbally. Yeah, this is what I'm learning.
No,
from
context
you.
is important. You have to be. You know what?
What did you find in there?
Well, not much. We did find the remnants of the ritual you described. No bodies or anything, just the blood in a certain.
I can imagine it. Thank you. Vividly.
I do think that we should ask him about it in particular, see if we can figure anything out about what that is and what they were doing.
I fill Ruckus in on the armor, and everybody in on the armor stuff. So like, don't go punching him.
Damn it.
Not yet, anyway.
Shall we wake him? Are you ready?
Sure.
Oh, hold on. What did he have on him?
What did he have on him?
His armor is magic. He has magical items in his pouch, and something going on with his ring. They all seem to be protective.
Would we be able to? I imagine his armor is strapped on. Would
Yeah,
we
would
be
we be
able
able to
to
undo?
get him out? Let's get him. Let's relieve him of these items, I think.
Be my guest, Mr. the Fox.
All right, find his keepers.
On the other hand, let's do this together.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Make me a. Are you doing it together?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'll
Right.
help too if that helps at all.
So dexterity check with advantage,
Okay.
or each roll separate.
Boom!
Oh,
Nat
that's
20.
a nat 20.
All
I'll
right.
take a card.
Card.
Nice.
That's what we've got at the top of the show. The Nord Games Luck Deck.
That's right. Always happy to play with it.
Freshly shuffled.
This card to be handed to the GM for any time for the following fortuitous circumstance.
I thought I saw a lot of text on that.
Double the loot.
There are three of those in here. I thought I removed
I might
all
just
three
use
of them.
this
No, you
right now.
I removed two of them.
Did you?
You removed
Wow.
several.
There were four, and I removed.
I think you removed
Wow.
like
That's coming out.
2. Oy.
I guess somebody put them back in.
That's those.
Hathaway, nice to hear you again.
Hello.
Yeah, sorry, Chris. Those fortuitous circumstances coming out of this deck.
Awfully fortuitous.
They're a little too powerful.
Not this one, though.
We have that one. It's Oz. Ooh, can we use it to double whatever loot we find on this guy?
Let's
We
wait.
could, but yeah.
Let's wait.
Fair.
And we,
Alright.
we could double the loot and get, what, 6 magical items?
Well, no.
It does say double the loot.
Yeah, you can double that. Those 4 nibs. You can get all 8 of them.
8.
All right, I'm gonna help get stuff
Okay.
off of this guy.
So with that nat 20, you manage to basically strip him down without waking him up, and you have hide armor that is magical. You have a ring that is magical, and in that pouch were 3 potions of healing.
Regular?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Well, now that we've relieved him of that, you say,
Yes. He's tied back up, right?
how long does your detect thoughts last?
A short period of time, about a minute.
About a minute?
Not sure.
I don't want to see him. Don't want him to see you cast it. Maybe you could cast it behind him, so he doesn't know that you're
And also, give me a d12 roll.
for once.
Alright.
Get it on Droste.
1.
Oof.
1, 310 silver pieces.
So
Write that down.
3 gold. No.
No.
31
that's-
gold.
Yeah, that's
31
good,
gold.
good amount.
Not bad.
31 gold.
Okay.
So how should I
That
tell
was
you?
off of sort of all of the.
Okay.
Fair.
Well, actually, no, that's not true.
How should I tell
Okay.
you what he is thinking?
Because we haven't looted everything.
turn.
and still keep myself covered.
Maybe you should just write it down.
What's the range on your spell? Does it have a limit?
Oh, yeah. Forgot common.
30 feet.
30 feet. So you just stand behind him, we wake him up and ask the questions, and you're back there.
Okay. Someone should stand with me so I can translate to them. Andraste?
Yeah, why don't Ruckus and I handle this?
Are you sure?
Yeah, I am. I don't.
Since you two want to talk to him, if things do not go as planned, me and Ruckus will come in and do the rest.
I don't know. I was thinking good cop, bad cop might be a fun thing.
Yeah. Start with the good cops.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Oh, I'm sorry. You think I'm going to be a good cop on
That's
this?
my worry.
I am
Yes.
counting on it.
No, I'm worried that.
Come on, Ruckus, and I
She's
grab
going
Ruckus
to-
and I walk back.
Take the badges. You'll need
Hey,
them.
hey, hey, I grab your hands. It's going to be okay. All right. Let me do most of the talking. And you just sit there and look scary. Can you do that for me?
Oh, I don't think that'll be a problem.
Excellent. Okay.
And I let go of his hands and draw my sword.
Oof. Okay.
As I walk past, I whispered, "Take him, Andraste." And we walk past behind them.
Perception check.
Am I rolling against that?
Yeah. I mean, context aside, I want to know if I can hear
Context,
it.
I was talking about the orc.
But I don't know that.
You need perception and insight to know that.
There you go.
14.
That's a
Am I
14.
rolling against him? No.
We
The
trying to
deception?
Sure. No, it is. I'll do sleight of hand.
Oh, shit. That's not.
It's
That
dex
is not.
based.
Yeah, that's for a street urchin.
Oh, he
Sleight of
beat
hand
me.
works.
He beat me. Nat 18.
That urchin lifestyle.
Yeah. Well
So
done.
I mean, you hear.
What was that?
And I kind of like watch Uzo go out of the corner of my eye and just smile a little.
Right. Shall we?
Let's.
Be my guest.
And I sort of look at the orc for a second, and then
He is rebound and regagged.
yes,
Okay.
I asked that.
No surprises.
and then in just like shockingly fast, just wheel up and kick him in the side.
Okay. So
What are you
you
doing?
run up and kick him. Make me an attack roll.
Just waiting for that.
Nat 20.
10 plus what?
Well, I mean, he's prone, so with advantage.
Yeah.
It's a melee attack, true. 13 plus.
So that is a auto crit.
Seriously?
Yeah, hey, he takes 2
because
death
he's
saves.
unconscious, so he loses 2 death saves.
Cool.
Can I
is now
play
dying.
the fortuitous circumstance?
No, hold
to
on. She
save
can
him
just,
from
she can
that?
just save him. She can steady him at any
Try the
time.
dying. It's a cantrip.
Ah, okay.
So he's stabilized again.
Oh my god, we can do so much with that.
Yes! You threw a person out the window because you thought it took a spell slot.
You were so angry.
You were so angry. You're like, why are you doing that? I'm bleeding. You should heal me.
I
It's not a
do.
spell slot. It's a cantrip.
It's amazing. How many
I mean-
episodes later?
This is like.
We're playing Waterdeep Dragon.
No, dude. I did think it took a spell slot,
Exaggerating.
but like, I meant in this interrogation we could do a lot with it.
Oh, absolutely. You're right.
True.
That's very true. Let's not, though.
Okay.
Let's not yet.
So I like see him choking and starting to die, and I just bend over and spare the dying
That's
again.
dastardly, by the way. Just saying.
Fun we'll have together.
Kill him. Spare the dying. Kill him.
What?
Alignment change.
No.
Hey, that would take me from chaotic good, I think.
We need
Yes.
information. Please wake him.
Yeah, you did not know that would happen.
No, I didn't. I
So-
did not realize that a 13 would crit on him. What the hell?
Antraste, let's find another way to wake him, yes? Perhaps you could heal him a little bit.
You're doing the careful talking.
You did just kick him really hard. And, I mean, this is kind of the prime reason why I suggested Ruckus.
He would have kicked him harder, you know.
I watch. Uzo's kind of angrily marching back, and he hands Andraste the decanter of water.
There it
He
is.
goes, open it,
What is it?
say stream, spray it in his face.
Perfect.
What's the bigger one, though? Stream?
It's
Hurricane.
It's
No?
It's Geyser.
Geyser. It's geyser.
No. Guys, we need him in a proper frame of mind so that he thinks clearly.
Stream, you said.
Okay?
Yes, but he might drown if you do it in his mouth. But you should do it to his mouth.
No, that's also torture. Please, just on his head.
She already kicked him in the ribs. There's no going back.
You stay over there, okay? We've got this.
Whatever you do, here's the decanter.
3
I
more
walk
hours
back.
in this, everybody.
So I pop,
2 hours.
yes. So I pop the top off and say stream.
Okay.
Hold it well away from myself.
A 1 gallon per minute starts coming down, and he's
And then I
it's just pouring over.
and close it again. I actually pause for a second and just watch it.
I mean, he's bound, and he's just trying to shake it off as much as he can.
Cap it.
Watch this from
All right, and I just
And
kind
hang it off my
give
belt
him
for a moment.
the nod to Uzo. You have to cast the spell. I'm sitting there.
And he's just like back and forth at you too.
And I'm just like staring daggers.
I give the thumbs up that I've got him.
Hello there. Do you speak common?
What is his response?
Are you detecting thoughts?
Yes, detecting thoughts.
So first thing you get is just an intense hatred for the elf.
I'm sharing everything as you say it to Ruckus.
And
And Ruckus is writing it down, of course, because you can do that in Elvish.
Yeah. So you didn't get words.
Yeah.
Right. You get feelings and so you just get this hatred for the elf, and then this slight confusion when he sees the halfling weird pirate guy.
No.
And suddenly the flash of the sea hits.
ooh.
And then back to the elf.
He didn't give us anything when I said, do you speak common?
Does he?
That's when he turned to you and was slightly confused, and then
Did he comprehend the question?
he did not.
Okay.
He's not answering me.
And you can. So one other thing that you get
Okay.
is you get fear.
So I'm whispering this to Ruckus, but at the conclusion of that, pointing to Remy, I put my hand down.
Twirl my longsword.
I don't think he can understand us, Andraste. Do you speak Orcish by chance? Where's Grumble when you need him?
That's the question, isn't it?
Uzo. He doesn't speak any common.
And he turns back. He can't quite see you, but
Wait.
he's turning back to attempt to.
Okay.
Do you
so,
speak Orcish, my friend?
I can understand him. Yes, I can. Well,
You do not speak Orcish. You speak
If the creature-
Sylvan for some reason.
The Learning Center.
We'll find out about his Fey, guy, right?
If
his
the-
patron
yeah.
is Fey.
Yeah. If the creature has an intelligence of 3 or lower, doesn't speak any language, the creature is unaffected. But for the most part, you can read thoughts of certain creatures. Yeah, you can read the thoughts of. It doesn't. If I can read the thought of an animal, I could probably read the thought of him.
Yes.
And it comes in symbols.
Mm-hmm.
In symbols.
So you did read his thoughts. He
Yeah.
had
Yeah.
those thoughts.
But I can't ask him my questions.
So I walk back up and I say, he does not speak common, but he is really upset with the sight of Andraste, and I think it's because of her race. He recognized you, Remy, in some way.
What? Me?
It seemed as though he knew you had a connection to the water.
Must be my hat. In impeccable style.
I think it might have been more than that, but maybe.
All right.
But he is definitely very scared.
It was definitely halfling speaking. What? Pirate? Sea. That's pretty much what it
his
was.
brain went.
It was not anything more than that.
Okay.
Ah.
Just confusion, maybe.
So
All right, well, we
then-
can't ask him our questions.
Well, then here's the question. Do we want to keep him alive overnight? The reason I ask is because I have access to a spell that will enable either me to understand it or him to understand us?
Actually, yes.
So if we can keep him alive overnight, and I can change out
What
my
Uzo
spells.
said, you remember what you said about that lovely spell you have?
Which one?
We could knock him out and leave him unconscious for the duration.
Overnight. Sure.
I do not follow.
Same.
You have Spare the Dying,
Yes.
right? That's what you did to him.
Yes.
So all we do is give him a good, reconfiguration in here, take him back out,
Okay.
and just leave him there.
I am way ahead of you. So I pull out my spear and I walk up to him and I grab him by the head and I put it against his throat and I push and I push and I push, detecting his thoughts.
You oh my god, 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 oh my god.
Uzo,
And I'm-
we just need to knock him
I
out.
just
I
wanted
am
to
ready
see.
for you.
What?
Ooh.
What did he say?
What did he say?
I am ready for you.
Like death, he's accepted death. I just wanted to see how he would respond, or maybe he would give up new information. But
Fair.
I do not think that torture would work on this man because he seems ready to die.
Oh. Well, best come back to it when we can actually speak to him.
Okay, so I stand over him and I flip the spear onto the stub and bang, top of the head.
Okay, and you knock him out.
Andraste, if you would.
Spare the dying, just to be safe.
All right. And he is unconscious.
What time of the day is it?
It's a little past noon.
Oh.
We should play cards or something.
Do we have a deck of cards?
Do I?
Is there any possibility that anyone will come looking for this orc?
Well, there's a possibility.
We don't know
Is he
what
carrying
causes.
out orders or?
We don't know that, and we can't know that unless we talk to him.
Then I say, we rest while we can see into the distance.
Also, for what it's worth, you won't have to cast divine thoughts for it, because when the target speaks, any creature that knows at least one language and can hear the target understands what's being said.
Okay.
So
Yes, but we could still understand what he's thinking. He may lie to us yet.
that's fair. You don't have to cast the spell if you don't want to use that particular power, but it's your call.
I still recommend it.
Okay.
In the meantime, I do have a playing card set. It's somewhere in here. I turned the bag upside down. There it is.
And this is why you don't have the bag of holding.
Rakis, can you
Ah.
tell one of them to keep an eye over him and the other one to keep watch?
All right. Mac Badger, Cletus, do not take your eyes off him.
I've got it.
What?
Perception check.
Okay. Okay. 7. Wait, for the Badgers or for me?
For you.
Oh, yeah, it's just 7.
Perception.
Not,
7.
Not
That
worth
badger just spoke to you.
Wait, big or little?
The badger.
No, I know, but...
Mac
both-
Badger.
Yeah, Mac Badger, okay. Huh?
Are you all right?
Deruzo,
You want to make a perception check?
yeah, no, that's a 7.
The badger spoke to him. Andraste, would you like to as well?
Make a perception check?
This is an awesome bar.
Sure, why
So I did hear that then.
9.
The badger.
After I rolled a 2.
And finally,
Yeah, with the
see him
perception.
from me. 18!
All right, there it is.
You do not hear him.
Thank you for raiding Legends of Antares.
Hi, welcome.
Just got
Aventress? Aventress?
done. Avantris? Yes, Avantris, Avantaris? I really
Avantaris?
don't
One
know.
of the two, I don't know.
Maybe, yeah. Anyway,
Lovely.
they just got done playing a amnesia game where their PCs woke up and didn't know anything about them.
Oh, those are fun.
Super cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Super cool.
So we couldn't watch all of it because we had a stream to do, but
Yeah.
Thank you
so
for
it was really
joining.
great. Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
They are interrogating an Orc Druid. Or
Ish.
were.
We're attempting to.
Trying.
We're attempting.
Right now, we're knocking him out, and you
Right
can spare
now,
the die.
right now, Remy has just thrown his voice to make a badger say words, and everybody believes the badger can talk.
I just sort of
That's
look
really
at
where
it and shrug, like it's a magic thing that came out of a magic bag. Who in God's name knows?
Uzo, knowing that he can hear the animals anyway, doesn't really. He was like, he didn't really think that he was using that spell. I guess he like.
Just sort of
I've got to get this under
automatically.
control. Yeah.
My God.
It is a cantrip for you.
Yeah. All right, so we sit and play cards.
Absolutely. Ever play 20 swords?
No.
20 rapiers.
Yes.
Androste, can I see your book?
Why?
I want to continue my education in Elvish.
Not this book.
Do you have anything else?
And I look through my bag and realize that I brought like two books and only one of them was in Elvish. It's like, nope.
It's a smutty novel.
Called The Tall Halfling.
It's more than smut. It's flat out erotica.
I mean, would you like
Or hardcore
It's like giving-
And I am not handing this.
It is about a tall halfling roguish gentleman who swept a elvish princess off of her feet.
It was very strong.
Would you have a problem giving a romance novel to your toddler? Like,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Without the cover?
Because-
I
because
can't-
Excuse me, I'm 3'4". You don't call me
Yeah.
that.
What is quivering pudding?
Dad, you were asking things like, what is unusually large?
Engorged.
I will tell you.
I don't get it.
I'm sure you will.
I want to read during
Not-
the wait.
This one, please.
Okay.
And I'm just like blushing scarlet.
Okay.
Inside check.
Oh, God.
Nice.
16 plus nothing.
So your insight's real low.
I mean, she's
I keep
So
hiding.
this-
I keep hiding this book, and
Yeah.
I keep being embarrassed
Like I'm
about
putting it
it.
together.
and it, yeah. So with that roll and at this moment, you definitely get that there's something about that book that she's really embarrassed about.
Oh, well, leave it be. Come play cards with us. Uzo.
I don't care about the cards. And then I pull out the ring magic that the druid was wearing, and I get very Lord of the Rings tempted by it.
We'll put it
Unless
on.
they would.
How many rings do you have on now?
I don't have any rings on.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And I put it
I
on.
don't know enough about magic items.
Con saving throw. No,
Ah.
I'm kidding. So you put it on.
It latches onto you. You can't get it off.
Yeah.
Again,
The ring of the Octopeers.
somehow it made it all the way
That's
here.
why
Ring
he
of the Lost.
That's why
flashed
he
to the
understood
ocean.
the sea.
Hey! There it comes. Yes. I love this show.
Oh my god.
So, you can sense that there's magic to it. You don't exactly know what it is. It will take you an hour
Okay.
to attune to it,
Okay.
if you would like to attune to it.
I will keep it on.
Okay.
Okay.
You look dapper.
Thank you.
I look at my ring of warmth.
And it's like the day passing on.
So where are you guys and what are you guys doing? Do you just leave him out on the corner of where he was?
Yeah, so with the two animals staring at him, I've kind of leaned up against a tree nearby, keeping an eye out in the distance, but conversing with all the animals.
Okay.
And I don't know, maybe a couple of hours after we've settled into playing cards and arguing over books, I get up and quietly excuse myself and walk back to the clearing, the other clearing, where.
There's a lot more bodies that are buried.
No, all the bodies are in the one mass grave, but I'm over there because that's where I met Lyra.
By the way, they said they've never played the game. I took them for everything they're worth by making up the rules.
You did not.
Okay.
So I go over to this other clearing and just like hold my symbol
Okay.
and remember.
All right. I need you to make 2 perception checks
Oh, yes. And wait, with
for your 2 badgers.
yes, but they both get, I think,
I'm nearby.
advantage. Wait, what? You want to?
No, you do it, and I don't want to be taken by surprise.
They both get advantage.
They both, yeah. Well, they're both badgers, just one's big and one's normal. But I think both of them get, or one's giant. But yeah, literally
They
the
both
same.
get advantage on perception checks that rely on smell.
Okay, this is not smell.
Okay.
Sorry, man.
Dang it!
They still get perception checks.
Yeah.
Just not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but advantage. I wanted the advantage. 15 for me, and 12 for the badger.
And the other badger?
5.
As you are in the clearing, so this is time has gone past. 3 hours has gone past. You're playing cards. The two badgers staring at this guy. They are going to get attacks of opportunity if they want to take it. So this druid turns into a giant eagle and takes off flying.
Okay, badgers, attack now. Wow. Oh my god. Wait. Yeah.
So when you are after you are stabilized, in 1 to 3 hours you gain 1 hit point. 1d4 hours.
Sure.
Point.
And it's not like a verbal or somatic or anything to cast it?
It is not. It is a wild shape.
Cool. But cool.
I got a question.
That's a high level
This
druid.
creatures tab. This is amazing.
I don't
I set mine up last week.
Nice.
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 already rolled for tiny badger,
Yeah.
but he got a 9. So I don't know. I don't think that one was
You
good.
got advantage?
And dang it.
He is prone.
What is that?
Does he count as
No,
pro?
he's not prone.
Oh, okay.
What is it? What is it?
9 and a 7?
Weesh.
They're just badges.
Fortuitous circumstance.
Ooh.
All right, let me read it.
Would inspiration work with these?
I mean,
You
inspiration
can
would work.
inspire your
Inspire.
badgers.
Or any manner of luck happenstance that helps you during your adventure.
That one of them was like able to latch onto the eagle.
Finding a door, chest unlocked, coming across a broken trap, bumping into someone you were looking for.
That sounds about right.
Not the big bad guy that you just left there.
Why didn't you guys write that in?
I'm in favor of inspiring at least one of them. I'm going to recommend the giant badger.
That's not going to help.
No?
No.
I'm going to recommend the giant badger because I think it has
Going to
more
fire my gun
an addition.
at this eagle.
Perception check.
Okay.
I'm not in the clearing.
With
I
a
can't.
disadvantage
Should I?
because you are heavily into a card game, trying
What?
to take your friends
So
for all
yes,
they're
we're
worth.
taking expiration. Oh, sorry.
It would be a natural 20, but instead it's a 12.
Okay. I'll let you get a shot off.
I want to fire as well.
Okay.
Oh.
So you guys will get.
You were watching.
Yeah, I was like nearby. Yeah.
So you guys, you guys will get an opportunity. It flies 80 feet. That's its speed. You get an attack then.
Okay.
From 80 feet away.
Yeah.
There's no way we're going to be able to hit that.
And I'm out
Speak
of.
for yourself.
All right. Let's do it.
I got some jump. If anybody wants one.
I'm not in this clearing.
No.
I can hit this guy. If I don't miss.
Can I jump on his back and have him jump? I'm only 45 pounds.
We look at him like,
Only
please, let's do
45
this.
pounds.
You can try if you would like.
Yes. Give it a try.
Certainly.
give it a
you
go.
can try if you would
Answer.
like. Certainly.
Yes.
Okay.
Best DM answer.
So we're
is
not
going
inspiring the
to
badger
work.
for that
You can
first
certainly
attack.
try.
No.
No.
Okay. But
We can. I mean, that's the opportunity to do damage to break him out of his eagle form.
what do you think? Team vote? Yes. So yeah, you're
I say I.
Okay.
Let's do it.
to the badger. Giant badger
Down to
specifically.
12.
Oops, sorry.
Oh, my bad. That was on me.
You guys don't trust my shooting skills?
Well,
No, we
no, it's just that it might not be enough.
We want to do more
And it's at
damage.
disadvantage for you.
Is it?
Yeah, because he's 80 feet away.
I think your Eldritch Blast is a.
Oh, Eldritch Blast. Oh, okay. I thought
Yeah,
you
he's
meant
not
a
got a
gun.
crossbow.
Yeah,
Or
come
a
on.
gun.
Yeah.
19 plus.
Primitive weapons,
What are we going to use?
1 bite, 1 claw.
But you've never seen this before in your life. Jump on Ruckus.
It was a
So
19.
19 plus 3 to hit, so 21 or 22 to hit with a bite.
All right, that'll hit.
But multi-attack.
Yeah.
So yeah, bite. Oh wait, what's the
The opportunity attack, you only get one.
1d6? Oh, okay. Well then the 2d4 or 1d6?
1d6.
Okay. No, I'm saying
Oh.
like for what I should use. Yeah, okay.
Ow.
I apologize.
Heavy.
It's good. They're good metal dice.
Wait, what's the 1d4?
It's
2d4?
It's either
Claws.
2d4 or 1d6.
Is the bite
Yeah.
something that he could latch on with?
Yeah. I'm gonna say go for the bite.
Doesn't say you can or can't. Beast obeys your commands. Initiative. On your turn, you can verbally command the beast. No. Once you have an extra attack feature.
I guess it'd be a question for the DM.
Yes.
Could it potentially latch on?
Command the beast.
I mean, he did roll a 19.
I'm still gonna roll this part. 6. Yes.
So
Six
it's,
damage.
So it's 1d6 plus 1, so it's 7 piercing damage.
7 piercing damage. All right, so it takes some damage as it flies away.
Cletus, bite him!
I think
All right, so it flies 80 feet. You will get,
I throw 2 Eldritch Blasts in its direction.
okay?
Is it a... It's not disadvantage, no.
No. Is it? What's, yeah, 'cause your range is 120.
Yep. So it's going to be 13 and 26.
How far up can you jump?
Straight up. I thought it was.
Both of those are going to
35.
hit.
Nice.
Straight up, and then like 60 when I'm running, right?
Andraste, we tried it your way. Now we try it mine.
I'm not even in the clearing.
Oh, yeah.
That's the worst part.
Saved
I have
myself.
no idea what's going on.
That's a 9 and a 7, so that's for 16.
16 points of damage. All right. So you see these eldritch blasts fly through the air, and things and feathers go flying on one side. That hits the other side. Feathers go flying on that side, and it looks weak, but managed to keep.
Can I hear what's going on and turn around and look?
Yes. At this point, though, it's going to be. I'll say you're 160 feet away.
But I didn't get my shot?
You get shot.
Okay. Yeah, I'll shoot.
Wasn't sure if it was flying toward me or away.
Here we go.
How about fortuitous circumstance? to
Did
fly
have it
toward
fly towards me? Can we?
Yes.
Because if it's flying toward me, it'll fly into my range after you get your shot.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah. That works for me.
No, after you
Oh,
get your...
that,
Yes.
all right.
Let's see if it...
Yeah, so that's 16.
That'll hit.
Okay.
Yes.
No sneak attack, I imagine.
16
No.
and a 7. We've done 23 so far.
I didn't have advantage and all that. So that's 3 plus 5. That's 8.
All right, so so this is 80 feet up in the air, and into an orc, and starts plummeting down. 80 feet.
Now the time.
I don't have anything.
I can't do anything.
And
I'm like taking off, running back towards where I can see it's going to land.
15 bullets.
Can I see where?
it's going to take some damage.
Yeah, falling damage.
I head over to the falling
Or
thing.
If I jump, can I catch him midair?
He could do... Druids are so cool.
You could give it a go.
I mean,
I'm doing
He's tumbling as a naked orc now.
cool.
The clothes. Oh, he had armor on.
Yeah.
He had clothes under him, I
It was the
imagine.
hide, like, robe, right?
There's a hide armor.
Hide armor. Okay, okay.
And usually you have something between you and that arc or that armor. Usually.
But he's an orc, so he...
It's an
Why
arc,
can't you
isn't
just
it?
He's an orc druid, so he really might be freeballing. No, like
Just let
hippies
him be
and things,
naked.
man.
There's not enough booze in here.
Maybe we should get another Gordon Biersch.
about a wild side.
I want as well as that.
Swing.
Yes. The unfiltered Pilsner here, the full pressure.
Do they have, like, a tagline that we can work in?
Oh,
Ooh,
sure.
we should find out.
Good.
Next week, you guys tune in. I'm going to be wearing, like, Gordon Biersch hat,
We're gonna completely sell out.
Gordon
whole
Biersch
background.
watch on. Like, today.
Yeah, on the Gordon Burt show.
Yeah, right?
so he
Dungeons and
falls
Gordon
to the ground on your turn, not on his. So he's gonna.
Oh, because he has a second wild shape. I mean, honestly, he had 1 hit point.
Yeah. I'm tallying it up.
Oh, to see if we kill him.
Oh
It might be a true death.
no, I don't think that. Well, the way I'm rolling, maybe.
I can run and catch him. Are we doing it?
Yeah, we're doing turns.
Oh, okay. Oh, is that okay?
We didn't quite do initiative, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
So it's not enough, but you
splash.
hear a.
And I come running back into the clearing. What in Lyra's name happened?
Apparently he woke up and turned into an eagle. Let's go.
Huh.
Quickly.
That was really impressive.
And I just start walking over.
Okay. You guys rush through the forest. Survival checks.
Survival takes wisdom, right?
Why?
Well, shit. 19.
That is a 9.
Fine. Don't even with me. I got a 12.
9.
All right.
Wait, survival?
Survival, yeah.
It's a 7.
Untrust.
12.
What about your friends?
Oh.
I mean, unless someone wants to inspire me.
You're running and you're just like, you knew exactly where he fell because you shot him, you lined him up,
Yeah.
and you reach him, and he is splatted again on the ground.
Andraste, he's still
Give
dying.
me
He said it so casually.
through the forest, difficult terrain. How fast can you move?
Per turn, 75 feet.
Okay. So
It's movement
half that with
with difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so 35. So okay. So I'll say it takes you 2 rounds to get there.
Goodness. Here come the death saves.
Ooh. And you reach him first with that roll, and he doesn't look well.
He doesn't look well.
He does not look well at all. He looks splatted.
He does not look awake.
No.
Okay. I'm going to call out for Andraste, who's got 70 feet of movement, so...
If I dash on my turn, yeah.
Yeah.
So it would be
So
down to 35.
So you will make it to him before he makes this next death saving throw.
Cool. So I just grab and spare the dying.
Okay. So you get this splatted orc, and you spare the dying on him, and you see him instantly just from literal death's door with 2 death saves to calm
that one?
breathing.
Oh, no, those were just one
he-
per turn.
He rolled twice. Yeah. So yeah, so you're back to square one, except for you're out in the woods.
I do not want to do this every couple of hours.
Me neither.
We need to do something. I mean, how many more times can you do that?
I don't know. I don't know anything about druids.
There's a limit on your powers. Certainly there's some kind of limit on his.
I mean, yes, but I don't know what that limit is.
His hands are bound. His mouth is gagged. This might be innate.
I mean,
I just
druids.
don't want him to get
they're
away.
weird.
Don't want him to get away.
Nor do I. And it's the last thing that I want.
He's already accepted fate. He's clearly going to do anything to get away. Does spare the dying still work if he doesn't have his limbs? Thoughts, team?
So, honestly, Ruckus, I was literally just thinking, what if we break his arms and legs? But,
There we go! We're parallel thinking.
yes.
We're doing it.
But the problem is, I'm not sure what effect that would have in whatever form he takes next.
Uzo is leaning on his spear, then is nodding silent approval to Ruckus.
Just kind of thinks.
Here's
I
the
respect you.
thing with spare the dying. Perhaps breaks would be good. I don't know if dismemberment would be proper. Maybe it's our only hope, but it's awfully gruesome.
Come on.
Gruesome.
Awesome.
I don't know what it is.
Sure,
we think
let's use that
is the
word.
scene we came across, but this thing is definitely.
I cannot dismember this man. I cannot.
No, nor can I.
I will do
What
it.
about you? Okay, all right.
Are we?
Not see that coming.
Okay. That's 2
I
out
don't
of 3.
think this is the right.
Hold up,
guys.
gentlemen. Is scissors for cutting his legs off?
I've got a one-track mind.
It was
Gentlemen.
even. Okay.
I think Remy is right that it may not affect whether or not.
Keep my tally.
Shut up. I say it more often than the other two, and you know it.
Yes, I know.
So ready to write it.
I do believe that he may be right, and that wild shape may not affect his ability to take on aspects of another creature may not be affected.
Oh, so cutting off its limbs does not matter. Okay.
It
Three,
matters for us.
So,
Okay.
sorry. Oh, no, go ahead.
We finished. We did.
Okay.
it matters for
rocking.
us.
So you won the rock,
No,
paper,
you
scissors?
won.
He
I
won.
won. Oh, so I'm doing
It was
this?
his paper.
Guys, no,
Yeah.
we should
Hold
not
up.
do this.
Go on. I'm listening. Shaking a little.
Here's the thing. If logic through this, maybe he wouldn't have arms or legs as whatever he turns into. I don't know how the magic works. I think it's possible either way, but I think that I don't think it's worth the chance of doing that to this thing.
As much as I would like to have an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, there's no joy in this.
And we must get answers from him.
I can't.
I'm not saying there's joy in it for everyone, but what I am saying is that I don't know.
We need a
We
better
are
plan.
sitting here debating
Break-
the morality of this animal.
Yes,
It's not about him, it's about us.
yes. Break the limbs if you think that will help. Removing them, I think, is wrong.
I don't know if breaking would be enough.
We also need to figure out
Find out.
how did he transform? His mouth was bound. His hands were bound.
Yes.
Maybe
Probably
he does not
with a
need them.
thought. Who knows what else he can do with a thought? Once we have him trapped here, who knows what he can summon and what he can do?
I think that we should test the limits of his power. I think that we should all sit here around him, and when he wakes, if he tries it again, we're all there, and we all jump on him.
We are introducing risk just to be dispassionate to this thing.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
how about this? We spare the dying, we wait a bit, maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours. We punch him again. We spare the dying again, hour after hour after hour.
That'll be a very long night and day.
It's the best we got, and he doesn't get dismembered.
That sounds like a fun night.
And Andraste stays awake, keeping him alive all night.
If it's every couple of hours, I won't be able to.
That's
Well.
true.
I might be able to. I might be able to wake up, roll over, touch, go back to sleep.
Could
It's worth a try.
was he missing anything? Did he have okay, I want you to ask the badgers. Actually, I'll ask Mac Badger because I heard him speak. But
Before you do that, I just want to say welcome to the Chaos Roll Con.
Hey!
Hi,
Roll Con
welcome.
Roll. Yes, thank you. Welcome to the Chaos.
Cool.
Join
Hi.
us as we debate killing
yes.
a druid.
Are your badgers with you now?
they
Or
they followed. I didn't do checks for them, but I did checks for one. It was a 9, so I think we both kind
Okay.
of stumbled
Been
through.
So it took you guys a while. Okay.
Honestly, I think that I will be fine if I just briefly wake up and spare the dying on him. It's nothing strenuous. I just wake up, do it, go back to sleep. I don't think I'll be
Is that
exhausted.
how your trance works? It can be interrupted like that?
Well, it has been. I keep watches.
Well, usually you finish your full trance in
Yes,
between.
but I am able to just break it up in much the same way that you break up your sleep.
Okay.
I think. I don't know how your sleep works. I'm looking at it, and it
Okay.
doesn't actually say.
Fair enough.
So I'm treating it kind of like normal sleep, but
It's reasonable.
The Einstein sleeping method. It was like every couple of hours, then just stay up, and then.
Sure.
But you have a hard crash after that week of doing that.
Right.
Anyway,
You would
Anyway.
only have to do it once. Interrupt
should.
your sleep once.
I should only need to, and I don't think that will exhaust me. I'm willing to take the chance.
Are the hands bound, or did
You look
becoming
down,
illegal-
and it is a naked orc
Oh.
with no
Did his equipment
bindings or anything.
fall on the ground when he changed?
Yeah, probably.
So you think back as you ran past that moment, and you're like, yeah, his bound and his gags were
Left behind.
binds, and his gag was left there.
I think we should get him back to the clearing if we're going to do this. And build the camp essentially around him.
I walk back. I get the ropes and the bindings.
I also say we should legitimately ask the badgers if they noticed a wound, a consistent wound, before and after turning into a bird. You know what I mean? Then we'll know if the limbs.
You can ask them, yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt anything.
Just a curiosity, see what he can do.
Well, actually, we should just be able to look at him, right?
Yeah.
And see if he still has the wounds that we inflicted upon him.
Yes, but as an eagle, did he still have those wounds?
I understand now, thank you. Sorry.
Does not look
Badgers?
like he's missing any feathers.
What is this creature?
All right. Well,
I do still hold that we should get him back to the clearing. I don't want to build a camp
Ruckus,
here.
would you help?
Oh yeah. Hoist him over my shoulder.
All right. So
Said he
you
was
guys-
bigger than Uzo.
Yeah.
Uzo, you want to help?
No. I walk back and I get my ropes. I get the ropes and stuff.
So it takes you a while. You're trudging through this pretty dense forest. Beautiful when it's not blighted and corrupted. So you make your way back to the village, and you set him down.
Let's bury him up to his neck.
I bind him. That is a good idea.
Ooh.
But I still gag him and
Okay.
still bind him.
Where?
In the
Not-
grave.
no,
that he-
not in the grave. We shall not be disturbing them.
There is a pile of dirt that has been from the 2 feet down that they did get on this large.
I want it packed really good and hard into the earth.
For a druid?
What do you mean?
He could probably
Turn into-
woodwalk or something.
It seems possible, at least.
Not if he can't speak and he can't.
He can turn into an eagle, Remy.
To be fair, I could theoretically use Radiance of the Dawn as long as I was able to get my hands on my holy symbol, because I don't have to speak in order to use it.
What does it do?
Radiance of the Dawn? I've seen it a few
So-
times.
I have.
Frustrated, walks around the camp and he looks down at one of the orcs he stabbed and he goes, "The next time we wake him up, I will take the shape of. I will create an illusion to make him think that he is being confronted by one of his own.
Can you do that?
Minor illusion. I do. No? No?
It's definitely not disguised self.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
not this guy's self. It's not alter self.
Yeah.
It's not.
But it's not self, but
Seeming.
maybe creating the illusion of other
You can create an
orcs.
illusion of an orc.
Yeah, of an orc.
Or is that major illusion? No, major illusion is big.
Yeah.
Minor illusion is. Go ahead and read it when you find it.
Yes. I want to basically get him to hopefully, like, if you're restrained and stuff and like you're trying to send a message like help me, that's probably all we'll get.
You'll an orc.
I don't know. We'll see what comes to his mind before we knock him back out.
All right.
Oh my goodness. I just realized something.
What did you just realize?
You all get your strength back the very next day. So in the morning when we're ready to question him, he gets
Oh, I
his
see.
strength back.
Yes.
Lions roar, beating with drums, sound, create an image or object.
Is this as anticlimactic as you thought it was going to be?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can pin him to a tree and heal around the flamberge. And that will keep him in place. We'll put a pin in it. It's so easy.
I like this idea.
Thank you for respecting my brain.
Ruckus is the only one thinking clearly right now.
Just by the feet.
We are not getting any sleep. We're keeping this monster alive.
Oh my God. What?
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 What is right? So we need an investigator on the case because we need to know who Ted the accountant is.
Ted the accountant, what did you do?
Ted
Oh,
the
no.
accountant.
Yeah.
What is
Not
that?
not
No.
you.
Tedderson and Associates? Or is that a different one?
Just donated 4,500 bits.
Whoa!
4,500 bits.
So we'll give you one of these back in change.
Someone do the math.
It's 9, isn't
I'm
it?
not.
That is 9.
That's supposed to be 5.
No, it's not.
It's 9.
It is 9. So
it
these
9?
is
Yes.
10.
Give me one back.
Damn.
There you go.
Up to 21.
Oh, that's
Thank you so much.
These are.
Ted the accountant.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And again, I think if we need to find someone in IT that we know, track this person down and really find out who Ted the accountant.
Get Hacker Man on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cut the cord.
That is,
All right. There you go. I've seen the Discord. Thank you so much. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Strange username.
Maker only knows if we're actually going to use it. We'll find
Now,
out.
how ironic would it be if it was actually a guy named Ted who was an accountant?
That'd be
And that just
amazing.
happened to be his.
That would be just like
username.
the wildest coincidence. That would be amazing.
I don't think our reach is quite that much yet. I think we'll get there.
time.
I think we'll get there.
Time.
You know, without being insulting, if your name is Ted, you probably steer towards accounting as a profession.
That's an honorable profession.
Right?
Yeah.
It's Theodore, but yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or singing. Chipmunks.
Yeah.
Or serial killers.
Or time travel.
For that matter, same sample
Or
size.
something else. Or something else pleasant.
Ted Theodore Logan? You know, they're making
Or
Bill
you
and Ted's
score
3.
4 touchdowns in a single high school game. Ah,
Nope.
Nope.
That's Al Bundy,
Nope.
not Ted Bundy.
Oh well.
Yeah.
All
Moving
right.
on.
So I
Did Al Bundy scored 4 touchdowns in a...
Polk High, hell yeah, he did.
wow.
No.
How do you know that? You watch Married
I
with
was like,
Children, huh?
yeah, that was the
Nice.
whole thing.
That's
with the-
awesome.
Oh my god.
All right.
Someone in
so
chat, please validate me.
Oh, that's a feel.
Davril77 is named Tim and working towards an accounting degree.
Hey, Tim.
Tim the accountant.
There it is.
Awesome.
All right. So I suppose the real question is he worth keeping alive? Are our questions that important? I'm trying to think clearly.
Where are we headed if we just didn't deal with him?
To the mountain, I would imagine. It seems like the most likely spot for everything that's going on. I mean,
It's just we just kill him.
I think we'd be going in
Be
blind.
done with it.
but we would be going in blind, is the problem.
I mean, it's a logistical nightmare at this point. I'm
It is a logistical nightmare.
more inclined just to be done with it. Or we could try pinning him and healing over it.
Let's not.
Oh, yes, no, he's...
Let's not.
Everyone gets
Please.
behind me, and I prop up the orc. Move, do not let him see you. And I sit him up, and I pour the decanter, I call stream, and then I use minor illusion.
You wake him up?
Wake him up,
Okay.
and I use minor illusion to create one of the soldier orcs with his, like, looking directly at him, just kind of frozen. And detect the thoughts.
Okay. This is what you get. So I'll translate to English.
Okay.
You get. Grong. Unbind me. Help me. Let's get out of here. These people are crazy.
I've heard that before.
We have to get back. We have to get back to her. We have to let her know. And if you would like to push further, you get to will save. And then you get, why are you not moving? Help me.
I will push further.
All right.
What was the...
That was his perception check to see if it was an illusion, and it was bad. Okay, so 15 wisdom save.
To be fair, it's an
it's
investigation.
it's an intelligence, right?
It's a wisdom save, so it's
Oh, is
against
it?
your spell modifier.
It's against... Oh, which... Is it the detect thoughts, or is it against the illusion?
Detect thoughts.
Okay.
He believes that there's an orc in front of it.
Okay. So spell save, if I'm reading this
actually,
right here.
that was a 19
Your spell save is,
wisdom save.
Wow.
Ah,
He is a druid, after all.
Fair.
crap.
Where is your spells?
His intelligence is not very high.
I mean, I know those feels. Somehow Ruckus has more intelligence than Andraste.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking of creative ideas like pinning him to a tree so he doesn't move.
That's all I got. I guess he breaks the thought. Yeah?
Because the 19 beat it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then Yeah, so you can't get anything else out of it.
I step in front of him, and I'm just tired of. I have a drained look in front of my face. I go, Ruckus, pin him to the tree.
I have my sword at the ready.
Ruckus.
I noticed Andraste, though.
I
Do it.
For your sake, look away.
and I hold him up, and yeah.
And he drops out of your hands. Actually, no, you're holding him?
Yeah.
Okay. This is going to be a strength check because he's going to turn into an eagle again. He's going to try this one more time.
Stop
Wait,
trying!
Go ahead
no,
and
no,
spot.
I take. Let me hold on. Let me go to my creatures real quick. He pops into a brown bear.
A brown bear.
This giant brown bear gets in front of you.
Immediately attack.
Okay.
I'm already running.
Same.
So let's roll initiative. Actually, you know what? Let's do. Let's go to break.
Let's
When
do
we
that,
come
yeah.
back, we'll be in initiative one more time with this druid who can wild shape.
You said there may be combat, and we found it.
Yes, there.
Found the way.
I've been wearing my ring for over an hour.
Yes, you have.
What does it do?
You have resistance to
Cold. It's a ring of warmth.
radiant magic.
Radiant magic.
All right.
You cannot touch me.
So,
As if I would throw radiant damage at you.
all right, everybody. We are going. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna hashtag book.
Oh,
We're gonna do a 5e book giveaway
Get it.
during the break. So all during the break, do it. We're gonna go use the one bathroom in this building, and we will be back as soon as we are done. with it.
Hashtag book.
Hashtag book.
Do it in the chat.
Hashtag
luck.
not the bathroom.
Do it. Book. Hashtag.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Quest and Chaos. We are playing Dungeons & Dragons. We're the Chaos Agents, and we are giving away a book, so hashtag book. For the last chance to win that. And don't forget, if you won in the last 2 months, you were not eligible for a book.
What kind
You've
of
won
book
a
is
book.
this?
It is a 5e book of the winner's choice,
Nice.
including the Nord Games book. Nord Games books are awesome.
Yeah, I think I think Drew got Vengeance of the Horde.
Oh, that's right. Yes, Revenges of the Horde.
Yeah.
Which is fun. It's got a bunch
Skullduggery just for the name alone.
Yeah, exactly.
Skullduggery.
Yes, it's quite the name.
Does have a
We should
presence.
play Lords of Waterdeep. Anyway.
Oh.
There's skullduggery in there.
Of course, there's
really?
Skullduggery.
Yes. All right. So, let us roll initiative.
Not that
The
bad.
rest
That dice
Arcana. Can I have inspiration?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, if you like.
Down to 20. Here you go, Mr. Tom.
You say we're down to 20?
Yeah.
I'll give it a go. If I inspire?
That is an.
Go for it.
Down to 19.
That's a 10.
All right.
Down to 19.
Rolling. Uzo's a 19. Remy is a...
I'm
29.
I'm a 10.
You rolled a nat 20.
I'm not a.
Oh, God.
I'm a 10, Thomas.
10.
I rolled a 10.
Who would like to go first?
13.
What?
You're closest.
Yeah.
All right.
Who?
Win.
AJ, adjustment 51.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
Congrats.
Hey, it's been a while. How you doing?
Miss.
Super cool.
Much love.
Yes.
All right. Who wants to go first between you two?
I will go first.
He's closest. I'll let him go.
I kind of disengage a little bit.
Oh,
Hold
put
on.
29
Ruckus,
for me.
what'd you get?
13.
13.
We're both pretty low on the totem pole.
What did you get?
10.
All right.
Or, high on the totem pole, depending on how you
Remy, you're first.
Stabity stab.
What?
Stab, 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 stab.
Thought you were
Do I
holding
get unseen?
No.
massaging the back.
No, he knew you guys
Okay.
That's fair.
were there.
Fair enough. All right. Well, then I will attack him. Yeah. But still with sneak attack. Ah!
In the box.
There it is.
You rolled a
plus 8.
20 on the last one. You didn't get a card.
Oh, you're correct. Card me, please.
Does that count for initiative? I mean, I'm in favor.
Well, it's up to you. I mean, we roll it for skill checks, and those don't crit, so.
Fair.
Succeed on a skill check. Speaking of which, that's the crit.
That's our
check.
crit.
You did it.
Which is how Jeff came to being.
I seduced the bear.
Bard?
Wait.
It was an 18 charisma.
You basically
I
are.
want to see this.
I don't. My imagination hasn't gone that far yet.
You see the power you have given them, Nord Games? I seduced the monster.
Someone else has to second that, my dude.
All right, so I swung.
second.
I got a 24 to hit.
Yes, that'll hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's 10, 14, 16, so 22 damage to this gentle bear.
Wow.
Yeah, he may have made a bad call.
How strong is a bear? Oh.
Not
I
that
mean,
strong.
I'm not metagaming.
Total minigame.
No.
Shoot!
It's hard because I just looked up druid, like wild shape stuff. I was just working on one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, I know all the things.
For no reason.
Especially since you did the deep dive into the...
Yeah, no reason whatsoever.
None at all. It's good to know sometimes.
You're preparing to route.
Is your spidey sense tingling?
My Dragonborn sense is tingling.
There
My
you-
copywritten Dragonborn sense is tingling.
I suppose I'll just bonus action hide around the tree there.
Okay. I'm just looking up something.
Is he next? Is the orc next?
Yes.
The burp!
Orc bear.
Orc bear. Is it like an owl bear but scarier?
It looks like a normal bear.
Oh, hi, Mayhem. Welcome.
Oh. I was thinking.
Got my knights confused.
But knights with a K.
Hey, there it is! Because he did get those knights confused. He did it. Well done.
Full circle.
Oh my god.
That's real good.
This game. I love this game.
All right. It's his go.
Oh, I wanted a bonus action hide behind the
Okay.
tree there. Oof, that was not good. 13.
Okay.
Because I didn't put the hood up. Actually, it was still up from the last time. I never said I took it down. All right, so that's
You
a
get advantage
17.
to stealth, and they get disadvantage to see you?
Yes.
Both of them?
Yes, you get both of those. Yes,
Even
it's
the-
very powerful.
Oh.
Yeah, Cloak of Elven Kind.
Yes.
So that's a 17 for me.
The daytime wouldn't affect it.
Hopefully no magical fire comes around. Destroys that.
Goodness gracious! Why don't we just buy one somewhere else?
They're all out.
All right, so I hide.
Bear fighting music?
Let's do some. Yeah,
It's whatever Yogi Bears
We've
thinks are
got 4 songs, in it, so it's going to be one of those.
It's gonna be over soon. I hope.
You're dead,
It's probably going to
Bernstein.
be over soon. That's the problem.
I like if it's on for 5 seconds and then you turn it off. That only adds to it.
All right.
Practicing your incantations here.
Music.
You're dead, Bernstein.
All right, but is it Bernstein with an E or with an A?
We're in a different timeline.
Is it the Berenstain Bear or is it?
The Bernstein Bears.
No. Well, I was thinking about
Mandela
the.
effect.
All right. So as a bonus action,
I was thinking.
Come on.
Oh, bloody hell. He's
I'll
back.
explain it.
Druid
I don't know.
right there.
Is he his full self now?
Well,
Wait, I poofed him?
no, you did not poof him.
He poofed himself.
Damn it!
You haven't seen my final form. Not a bear.
All right.
I'll bet you
I'm
that the
gonna
bears
roll
can't
some
cast.
dice right here using these Libris Arcana dice.
Is
So
he
he
casting
went
a
from
spell?
a bear to go back to himself. What is
Is he-
he pulling out of
Because he's
his-
casting spells.
Yeah.
What
Can you
the
stop that?
I have not slept.
Oh shit!
We've been standing up,
Yeah.
debating on whether or not
We had a
want to
short
keep
rest. Are
this
you
guy.
kidding? We
Did
had a short rest.
Did we?
But did you call
He
it?
didn't call
I
it.
didn't call it. I was trying to read.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
You and your
Spent the
learning.
time talking
and
to
the book
the
got taken
animals.
away
Yeah.
because no. I am not risking you figuring out some of those scenes.
I am over this druid.
All right. So hold on.
Like,
hold
or
on.
done with him?
Yeah.
Oh.
Please, Brachus, please pin him to the tree.
Slowly getting to his body with the flamberge.
This is like the lamb chop song that never ends, but it like never stops building.
Wait, here it comes.
We need more music, everyone.
It actually
We'll
makes
get
it
it.
really hard to edit the breaks in like Natural One and Chaos Agents because it does build forever, and I don't want the break too long when you're listening to the podcast
And then
version.
to cut it right before it builds,
Right,
it's
so
kind
I
of
have
like,
to find
oh.
specific spots where it builds up to a logical conclusion, pauses, and then keeps building.
All right.
Then
So you see him cast a very familiar spell to you.
yes.
Fireball.
Cure wounds. And
How's he looking?
better than he was 6 seconds ago.
Not for long.
Very long.
So it is actually
I had 10. I think I'm last.
no, it's you. What just happened to my?
What did Ruckus roll?
13.
It's Ruckus.
Did you?
Yeah.
You lost your
On the
sheet.
Yeah, it's down here. Oh my god, the wall's coming down.
No.
Not the counter.
I-
And the walls
Anything,
came
I swear.
tumbling down.
I don't know the song.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think I do. Yes,
But the Battle of Jericho.
Ah,
I do.
Gonna activate something way back here.
Yeah.
Yes, got it.
Like one neuron just died. And then immediately stayed off.
Years and years and years it hasn't fired, and now is its time.
I felt the dust come off.
All the stuff that you've retained about that.
All right. I can't read it. Oh. It's that late.
I suppose it is.
All right. So happy birthday, ADJ.
Happy birthday, my
511.
dude.
Happy birthday.
511. 986.
51186. So I guess
Yes.
those numbers have nothing to do with your birthday. Okay.
Well, 8-6.
May
Happy
1st.
birthday, man.
Yeah, today's May
Happy
1st.
Oh!
Yeah. Well,
8-6.
Wednesday is.
Right?
Because now.
Was it 8-6?
Yeah.
So we're the same age.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And a year older than I am.
Yes, indeed.
Not quite a
Hey,
We
year.
won't talk about years.
A Christly age.
Unless Ezra's around, we're not going to talk about how old we are. Happy birthday. Awesome.
53.
Happy birthday, dude.
Ruckus, you're up.
Yes. Okay.
Seen it.
Yes. I'm gonna go.
Sorry, that was Tiana talking.
Let's aim for a leg. Yeah, I'm gonna aim for a leg.
Nat 20.
Oh, thank God I said leg.
Cardus, please.
Can I disadvantage you on that?
I don't
No, because that's to
think so.
cancel out advantage.
Ah, there we go.
There it is.
Nice.
1d6 after
You know
making a saving throw.
Nobody's rolled a 1?
Nope.
Have not.
Need
Sweating.
to roll more.
I don't need that
No,
bad
roll the
juju
one, huh?
on me.
No. We gave you the dice.
All right. Now you're going to roll some damage, huh?
I'm gonna say. Wait. I think I'm two-handing it because I was assuming he was about to be a steady target. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1d10. 5 plus the 5 again, so 10.
10.
Yes.
So 15.
Yes. What?
What?
No.
No.
Yes,
Nat
yes.
20'd.
You.
Oh, yeah.
What he said.
15.
15.
All right. 15 points of damage.
Yes.
You damaged him.
Does that nat 20 stick him to the tree?
Oh, it does not.
Well,
Slippery.
extra attack. Let's just see if I can push him a little forward. Into the gut.
Rip it out and
Other leg.
Oh, God,
No,
on the
into the
leg.
gut, man.
It's in the bone.
you get out some bone marrow there.
Did you see him as Robotnik? 13,
did.
18 total for this one.
Is he really?
He is Robotnik.
No.
Yes.
So,
Why is that the perfect roll for him?
I know.
so that'll hit.
At least in these
'cause
years.
He's naked.
Yes.
True.
You naked bastard.
Actually, everything should be at disadvantage because you're totally distracted.
Hold on, he's seen this before.
So that'd be a 7.
Yeah, that's.
Uzo's seen this once before.
You're giving away my move, my next move.
Still try to slash at the other leg. I'm going. It's only 7 damage.
All right. You do that damage.
Yeah, every little bit.
That's how it happens.
Uzo.
Uzo sees this, and as Remy comes in and Ruckus comes in, and the guy transforms again, Uzo steps back when he becomes his normal. So I step back 5 feet.
You're already 10 feet away from him here.
I was holding him though, right?
Yeah.
All right. You want to? So you step back to there.
I step back 5 feet.
You provoke.
Attack of opportunity. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't swing away, sir.
He doesn't. He just would punch you. He.
Let him punch you. There's a lot of cards.
I know there are a lot of cards, and I don't think any of them are a reaction. Mental note when preparing bad guys: reactions. Okay.
Yeah.
Or legendary actions.
So
Oh yeah, he's got a legendary.
He says in a
Uzo
Hathaway voice.
Yes.
gives him the
Cloud kill.
That's the
finger
sadistic voice.
as he backs away, but then changes the finger to the ring fingers and throws an Eldritch Blast,
All right.
showing him the ring that I just took off of his corpse.
He's
Nice.
naked. He knows.
He's naked.
All right,
He's
so that's
naked, he knows. That is quote of the
23
game.
and 18.
Sorry, didn't mean to steal your
Oh,
line.
no, I just wanted to say he's naked, he knows.
So it's a 15 and a 7, so 17.
What?
A
15 and a 7 is
22.
22.
All right.
I am
he is
infectious.
not looking good after that, at all.
That was some healing.
That was quite a healing.
That was a 5th level heal,
So
and I rolled really well. Go ahead.
I have distance on him, right? I'm not in melee range.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at 3rd level.
Oh, damn.
You go from like keeping him alive to wanting to no remains.
I'm done. I am done with this BS. I am tired of chasing. I'll get it later.
I'll do it.
I am tired of chasing this dude across the forest. And I'm nat 20. I want this
She's
guy
real
dead.
tired of it.
I want this guy dead.
Harder.
Take a card.
Yeah.
We're 100% done with this guy.
Really. Plus 1d4 after making a saving throw. So, Guiding Bolt at 3rd level is 66. And it's radiant damage.
And
She no longer.
just as I taunt that to him.
I have no idea.
Oh, that's a lot.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
All right, so that is 10, 20, 26. 26 is doubled, is 52.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now?
So he had
level.
1 hit point left.
And he's dead.
Can I go back and try and punch Uzo with my inspiration?
I'll give you that. Yeah, swing and a miss.
Your parting shot off? Is that what you want?
Parting shot.
Yeah.
14. No, plus proficiency. No. 14 to hit. Does that hit you?
That hits.
All right. He hits you for 1 point of damage.
Nice. Down to
Plus
29.
You obliterate him.
So I am just so done with this nonsense. He's going to change again, and I'm just like, I am tired of this. You killed my family. Die.
And just this
And just, like,
radiant
this
energy that he
rage.
is no protection against, just shoots like an arrow into his chest and just blows it out.
Spare the dying, Andraste. Andraste? Spare the dying?
It's on my face again.
Does he look like I could use Spare the Dying?
He does.
All right, then I will have to wait till my turn, but sure.
I think that ends combat.
Yeah.
Are we out of combat?
Well, unless he rolls a net 20. He didn't. He's back up.
Yeah. Oh,
He's
God.
back up.
Well done.
And he turns
sir.
into an eagle. And
And he's gone.
He cannot do that anymore.
good to know.
That is good to know.
Excellent.
But he's back.
No, he made it. And you spread the dying on
And
him.
No, I grab your hand.
Wait.
No,
What?
let him go.
What? He can't do anything now. We bind him.
Who knows what else he's going to turn into? How many times are we going to keep going through this?
As many times as necessary.
We need answers. And he has them.
Otherwise, we will walk into that mountain blind.
At this point, I'm ready to walk into the mountain.
I am not going to walk into that mountain blind. I am not going to wind up in a pit like my family did. I'm not letting you end up in a pit. Any of you. Not over this.
We walked into this blind. I think we can handle the.
We did, and Ruckus almost died yesterday. Any of you could go at any minute.
Almost. I think we have good odds of surviving.
Ruckus almost dies every day.
See?
Well, since we came here, for sure.
Since we
that's-
came here.
Absolutely
I
the
let
point.
go. Fine. He is your responsibility now.
Fine.
If you cannot do that until the morning, when you get to use whatever spell it was that you were going to use to understand him,
Tongues.
when you get to do that, he will likely have his strength back as well,
Yes.
unless we keep him up.
Make him exhausted.
Yes,
Make it so he doesn't sleep.
yes.
Suggestions?
I have a different idea of a.
You could
bound
stick him
point.
to the tree still, that would do it.
And in case he decides to get talkative, Mac Badger, I require your assistance.
All right.
Never get tired of that. That's amazing. I can do it too.
It clearly came from around the back of the tree.
I want to try to throw my voice.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Sleight of
Performance?
Sleight of mouth.
Or fortuitous circumstance.
Well, we'll see.
You just want us.
Just a regular D20, nothing added.
Performance.
I have to check. It's not something I have efficiency in.
But it's
Or you
charisma.
could
You have
use
like
your
a million
succeed
charisma.
on your skill check.
I could.
But you are not using the fortuitous circumstances.
I'm not going to use that. But I could just succeed. Not worth it, though. So let's
funny as that would be.
look at you, Remy, for performance. That would be +4, so 12 against your perception.
Perception.
Okay.
Fuck. The dice, no.
The dice always know.
Yeah.
Can I try?
Sure.
13.
Just.
Okay. Yeah.
I put a lot of points in perception.
That's true. That's true.
Animals talk. It's what they do.
Here's it.
And this time I'm like, wait a minute.
Okay.
Usually not in accents. That's weird.
So we are going to fast forward through the night.
Okay.
You are keeping him awake all night long as you take your restful shifts. So all of you will get a long rest.
Thank the maker.
He will not, and he will be exhausted. He does wake up to 1 hit point about 3 hours in, and whoever's up pops him down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, please.
Just to
And wakes me up
you
to roll over and
you spare the dying him.
spare the dying, yeah.
So morning comes.
All right.
Sun is a welcome sight after all of that, and you are feeling refreshed. And again, where you are, it feels really
wonderful.
good.
It's so
I
good.
mean, other than the circumstances of why you're here and you know everything, the forest feels really good.
Yeah. All right, so I am going to prepare tongues, which should take me like, it takes me a few minutes to prepare a new spell, but I have it now prepared.
Okay. So you are all ready, and you wake up.
Shall we do this then?
He's impaled, right?
Did I impale him?
No.
No, you just
Now,
kind of.
you guys just you bound him.
I had one idea with
And
the
whoever
badger.
shift it was keeping them up.
Yeah.
We could put a live badger in his mouth as a gag.
Yeah.
Chew his tongue out.
Yeah.
Actually,
Or
let
keep
me
it in
think
place.
about that. So he wakes up. Then you knock him out. He would actually.
No, yeah, we were keeping him up the
Oh,
whole
you're
time.
keeping him up.
Yes, we're keeping
Okay.
him up so that he doesn't.
Once he hit 1 hit point, you were keeping him up.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
Yes,
way. Okay,
keeping him
gotcha.
awake.
Yeah.
I want to say that I took the first watch. I tried to detect thoughts the entire time. Did I gain anything before I took it down to sleep?
You did. You gained a little bit. The one thing that you got out of it is she will be angry.
Okay, so I share that with Andraste. You must find out about her. Whoever her is, he
She
feels
and her.
indebted to her.
All right.
I think that's our first question here.
Yes, who is she?
Who do you say?
It is. All right, so I imagine we're all awake and ready to go.
Commence long rest?
We
Yes,
had our
yes.
long
Oh,
rest.
okay. No, okay.
Don't think I took damage, but oh no, I did. Yes, long rest. Take long rest.
Taken.
D&D Beyond.
Yes.
Feeling good.
Birds flying high.
You know how I feel. Oh, they're gone. The birds left.
Okay.
All right, are we ready?
Let's do this.
All right. So I'm going to walk over to the exhausted orc and touch his shoulder and cast tongues.
Okay. So you do that, and he can understand you.
Morning.
Book.
Morning. It is morning.
Tis.
You should just kill me.
I'd rather not yet. There's a lot of effort keeping you alive.
Ask him the question.
I'm going to ask him the questions. Tongues last for an hour. We have time.
Well, it's more. Just go.
I'm ruining this moment for her. I'm holding a knife. Or the flambers.
We both want to kill you.
I think most of us do at this point.
Oh, you cast it on him so he can understand all of
He
you?
can
Okay.
understand all of us. Yes. He can understand all of us, and we can all understand him.
Okay.
Convenient.
Is that how that works?
Yep. The spell grants a creature you touch the ability to understand any spoken language it hears, and when the target speaks, any creature that knows at least one language and can hear it understands.
That's amazing.
It's a
Wisdom?
great.
Is it a wisdom? He doesn't get a save?
There's no save. It's just.
How would you even fight that? Yeah.
No, I refuse.
My name is Andraste Nialo. That was my home back there. I'm back.
Then I failed.
You did. You didn't get all of us.
When he said, then I failed, what thoughts did he detect?
I wasn't casting.
Cast, please.
Before his coffee? He's tired.
He hasn't even gone out in the woods to take a poo yet.
Right?
That's a mood.
Oh, she's deep
You have a very
after.
specific
Direct-
schedule, Uzo, is that it?
Sorry,
Maybe
that was
next
a different
time
campaign.
remind me before. I was dead set on killing this thing. And then I cast and I hold detect thoughts. And I pull you in close to me so she can question him unadulterated and I can just pass on information.
Yes, you failed. I lived. 3 children lived. The Niala tribe continues despite your best effort.
And that is why you have bested me now, is because I failed in the past.
Do we get anything specific?
Does he get
from
anything specific from that?
He was there,
It's pretty, yeah. He was.
the original person.
He did this.
You did this.
I did.
You pinned my uncle to the wall like a fly, a bleeding fly.
That is what she asked.
Who is
I
she?
do what she does. I do as she asks.
Who is she?
She is her. She is Eurydice's chosen.
I search for an image or like a profile or a silhouette or like some kind of
Is there like a mental image of her that flashes up?
description.
So you start to see a cloaked figure, black, evil aura, and then it switches to more of a way more powerful being, a god, but a different person than the cloaked figure. And then he thinks, when he says the name Eurydice, pestilence, the orcs that you encountered earlier with the pustules and the sickly disgusting.
What was the name? Eurydice?
Eurydice, I believe. I really hope so.
Share that with
U-R-I-D.
Remy.
YERTURS or something like that.
Eurydice?
USTUS. Eurydice.
Yes.
And if that's not it, I will correct it later.
Fair enough.
It is a orc god of pestilence.
So she serves Eurydice and does as Eurydice says?
Yes, and as I do what Eurydice says.
Is she a cleric?
No. She is more powerful, more older, more dangerous.
Ask him if she's hot. Sorry.
No, he's right. It's very serious, though.
I'd rather not.
If she still had skin, maybe.
That's disconcerting.
Is that why you removed Zavor's skin? Is that what the ritual was?
That was just flair.
Flair.
Yes. Something for fun.
Oh, goodness.
And like all of the cords in her neck just stand out as she just like casually rests a hand on her sword and goes,
And where is she now?
Remy's fumbling because he realized he wrote down all these questions and no one's asking them.
And I just like look at the orc for a minute, then like turn and walk over to Remy and snatch the book from his hands.
Thank you.
Where is she
Can I borrow
now?
that?
Yes, yes.
She is-
If you can read it, good luck. Sorry.
She is in the mountain.
She is in the mountain.
Yes. You should go and see her. She would very much like to see you.
Why? Why the elves?
Because we could. Because Eurydice demanded we take ownership.
I scan his mind for fortifications surrounding her in the mountain.
You get flashes of a cave network, and then flashes of a large underground, sculpted, carved chamber, 100 feet or more in across, so far that you cannot see the other side. Ceilings 40 feet tall.
but no personnel.
If she would like to meet me so bad, tell me where I can find her.
The western side. Up the Forgotten Pass.
And does that mean something to me, the Forgotten Pass?
Vaguely.
Vaguely.
It may be somewhere in there.
Okay.
Remy cannot write any of this down.
It's like, close the book, chuck it. I took it at you.
I mean, you hear Remy say, Remy cannot read.
Remy cannot write any of this down on trusting.
Why does she want to fight? Why does she want the forest blighted?
I was about to get to that one.
Because it's preferable. Because that's what she wants. Well, not she, that's what Yurtis wants. She is just the means.
Are you trying to bring Yurtis to this realm?
No. She has us. She doesn't need to come herself.
You're just giving her an offering.
We kill, we pillage, we grow, and then she follows and turns it into the swamp that she wants.
And does she raise the dead as well?
She does.
Will
She will raise you one day.
She can try. She'll have to go through me. And I've already survived you once.
Twice.
Will she be coming here? Since you were meant to plant that bloody corpse flower. Will she be coming here?
Maybe. You sense, oh shit. A little bit of like, oh.
What?
And then it's like closed. You just get a little bit of fear and then closed. Maybe.
So relaying this.
He's scared. I don't know what it means, but
He's scared that she'll come here.
I hear none of this because they're too far away.
Mm-hmm. If she were to come here, though, now it would be fitting for you to die in her village.
It would be fitting for me to kill her. In the place where she made my family die.
That is a battle I wish to see.
Well, you won't get to. Your story ends here, one way or another.
But before it does, what's with that ritual in the building, really? I'm calling this from over there. What's with that ritual in the building? It was strange.
What ritual?
Where you put the person and there's the mark on the wall in blood?
You drew sigils.
You would-
particular sigils.
You would think a pirate would know panache when he saws it.
Oh,
Sees it.
is that right? That's
No,
at
he
level...
says when he saws it.
Yes.
When he saws it.
That's at level 9, unfortunately.
tap him on the head. Okay, but this cloak, what does it do? And I detect this stuff.
My armor,
Yes.
it protects me.
Oh, no.
How?
It's magical.
And I scan his thoughts for how and how much and stats.
It is a +3 hide armor.
Oh.
Damn, his AC is 10 without it, or
That's light armor. You can wear that, man.
I can with the bracers.
No, not with the
No,
bracers.
not with the bracers.
Because bracers are only when you're not armored.
Can you wear it with the ring?
Probably.
It might give you +1 more, +2 more.
It
though.
can be +1. One more. Yeah, but whatever. Okay.
Do we have any further need for him?
That's all my questions.
I was tired of this thing yesterday.
Let me.
What,
Hold on. If we fight this god of yours, what is she capable of?
Scan his thoughts. Very good question.
Excellent question.
What has he
Hypothetically.
seen her do?
we're not fighting the god. We're fighting the
The avatar
servant.
of the god.
The servant.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Well,
That-
whatever Remy said, yes.
So you could just get confused thoughts there? Because the question was confusing, so the thoughts are equally confusing.
What's her name, by the way? Who you serve?
I serve Yurtis.
Oh.
That's not the question. That's not the question. You know it perfectly well.
What is her name?
Who's the necromancer? What is her name?
She has no name. It is her. It is she.
What
She
have,
is of the mountain.
She's of the mountain.
and what have you seen her do? Scan.
So you see her sending forth dozens of treants carrying these corpse flowers through the forest, leaving the
Those are the pockets.
follow each one followed by an Orc Druid.
And he came back to this one specifically because he was part of what killed them.
Well, I think I have gotten all that I require from you, sir. And I want you to know that I will take very good care of this thing. I hope it wasn't sentimental because it is a piece of rubbish. I just want you to know that. And
You get one last sense of almost a peace, almost a. It's time. I failed, and now I must meet Yurtis.
One last question, and I try and lift up his robe. What do you think of this?
May it be the last
by.
thing you see.
I am really,
Stand by.
I'm like still detecting thought.
He is. He's like, meh. I rolled a 2. That's
Now, what did you think? What do you say to that?
How does that
Very impressed.
deception? Everybody should.
I have no reason to not believe him because we were all impressed. So.
everyone. Perception checks.
Oops.
Mother.
13.
Okay.
That's the name of the show!
You get a card.
You get a card.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't
Now I
care
get a
enough to try and boost this up.
Because it's funny, you were gonna fail on this skill check. So you believe him.
Yes.
I don't care.
by orc standards.
Yes. Well, that's quite magnificent.
All right, I
Really?
12.
Yeah.
Good enough.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
You
draw.
sense.
Hold on, guys.
A second.
Are we using these against each other?
Two in a circumstance. I love these cards. Thank you,
They're so
Nordgate.
much fun.
Awesome.
All right, I'm gonna draw my sword, which I'm sure is vibrating in my hand at this point, and
Yes.
go. Do we need him any longer?
How do you raise, or how does she raise the dead, by the way?
It's just what she does.
She doesn't cast any spells or
Oh, yes. Very, very powerful spells. yes.
very powerful. And does she raise them all at once, or does it take some time, one at a time? Like, we had to destroy them, and it took a very long time because we had Sacred Flame, and that was all we had. And so poor Andraste had to sit here and do Sacred Flame over and over and over and over again. Is it like that?
You should kill me now.
No, I think it's much more interesting to make you listen to that.
While he's saying that, I'm scanning the druid's mind for any spells I might be able to learn.
Ooh.
Interesting. What you
like it.
see is you see that robed, cloaked figure raise arms, and dozens,
Like the Night King.
like the night. Oh my God! Dozens of bodies rise
Game of
up
Thrones.
around.
We're kind of fans around here, if you couldn't tell.
I could not do that. Okay. No, this is.
Is she an orc, like you? Or is she something else that serves an orc god?
She might have been, maybe.
Once upon a time.
Yes.
How old is she? I mean, goodness.
I don't know.
Ooh.
Centuries.
So not a look at them.
Longer. No.
No, all right. It's very old.
Feed him to the badger.
Very
please.
pale. Red eyes.
Pale red eyes.
Is she alive?
Of course not.
Excellent.
Anyone?
I think I'm good.
You good?
How would you prefer to die, sir?
I don't care.
We should do the opposite of what he wanted.
Ask him what his favorite body part is.
Favorite body part.
Could be a pinky toe.
What? 19.
So you can ask him if he wanted one part of his body to be a souvenir, what would it be? You could ask him that if you wanted.
Before you do that, you rolled. Before you do that, what are you scared of most, my friend?
As you say that, the sword comes down.
Come on!
It was happening. She rolled.
Yeah. And just
And just like flick it from way out as far as I can.
Do you want to take that one as well, Ruckus? Or we should probably leave that alone so
I was kneeling
we
close.
don't have to remind Andraste of it.
you were
later.
looking right down at it, going like, "What kind of body?" As its head gets cut off.
And the blood again. Yeah, I don't need to keep that one. That seems like if you want to keep it.
I'm gonna turn around and cast Sacred Flame at it.
Oh, all right.
All right.
Because I'm done. Clean my blade off.
It auto fails its deck save because it's
Clean my blade.
The head stays alive after 2 minutes.
What?
The
mass healing word.
The cloaked figure thing that's dead, not alive, is what is raising the tree ants from the mountainside to blight these sections. So each section will be like this. I do not recommend that we take that attack, but we go directly to this thing and stem the flow.
And
Did you
he's-
get directions to it? Did you see anything?
Well, they did say the Forgotten Pass.
the Forgotten Pass on the western side of the mountain.
Right, I couldn't write it down. Thank you.
It's
Yes, I had your book. I apologize.
He's a very powerful druid who is afraid of whatever thing is in the mountain. And this thing can raise the dead and also create the tree ants and the spores.
Goodness gracious.
And she's dead.
And old.
Very old. And very powerful. And she will have probably a fair amount of reinforcements.
We should have asked him if she could be killed.
Well, too late now.
I did not see any reinforcements when I scanned, but she can make them at will.
And she may not need them. I mean, the castle lantern was alive and a cleric, and it was a very difficult fight in the tavern.
So I looked down and grabbed my little dagger, which is Valerian steel. And
Dagger.
that's
Dagger,
right.
dagger.
Wasn't dagger.
Andraste, we have your village, but the forest is still blighted. We know what is causing this now.
Perception checks.
You keep telling us to do that.
19.
Hey, look at that.
Do it.
You get a card. The blood got in my eye.
Nice to have earlier. Minus 1d10 after making a skill or attack roll.
Fair.
That was comic value written all over it.
So,
24.
all right. So you hear coming through the woods, somebody who isn't trying to sneak is coming upon the. You turn and it is a very familiar elf.
Lareth.
Andraste. I thought that I would find you here.
Well, shocking, isn't it? That I would return to my home.
I've been traveling along the unblighted sections all the way around, and I am surprised that this still stands. But this is the northern extent.
It almost didn't. They were well on their way to creating another blighted area. And we're speaking in Elvish, I would imagine.
Mm-hmm.
So he
I'm actually
I
getting it.
don't know he understands.
I'm looking and just inciting, be like, what could they possibly mean? I have no
Every
idea.
other word?
Possibly 1 in 4.
Okay, I'll
getting
take
there,
that.
yeah.
I'll take that.
I'm just waiting for you to give me another halfling, and I'm gonna do this to them.
You have. He looks down at the druid. Is that the one responsible
For this village, yes.
for this village?
We have heard of an avid And I actually switch. I actually switch back to common because I'm like, everyone else needs to be able to hear this
Right.
too.
Right.
As soon as she does that, like, trigger flips like, I speak fluent Elvish. And I realize she's back in common, so.
The druid, this druid told us of a she that serves what was the god's name?
Who can't speak Elvish?
Yes, you are.
Damn it.
I think it has something to do with the ability that you can't cast magic either.
God damn it.
I wasn't trying to go there.
Why
That
did you
was
have
mean.
to? Yes, just twist that blade in. Thank you.
Did you say it in Elvish?
Oh, do and then roll for it.
Can't.
Do
Yeah.
it and then roll for it because Larry and I need a laugh.
I try to say it in Elvish.
All right.
Just roll for it. Nat 20!
Blue dice.
Fluent.
And then look at Andraste. Sick burn. Oh.
And of course, a pointless roll gets you.
Turn a successful hit against you into a miss or a critical hit into a
Nice.
normal hit.
Oh my
Nice.
god.
I wish I would have had that.
Meanwhile, I'm just like,
Uzo, your accent.
damn it.
Uzo, your accent is terrible, but very good.
You would be offended.
What?
You.
You speak it as well?
What?
What? Elvish, yeah.
Yes.
What?
What do you mean what?
You speak Elvish?
I feel like I've brought this up a time or two before.
No.
Yeah.
Since when?
The time about the time
What?
about
What?
the man.
What?
Remember when
And I'm just like blushing scarlet.
So you were pretending to read with me?
Ruckus?
inner monologue? I think she's been through enough. Okay, I'm gonna hide that book and then back out. I think I was just. I mean, I'm pretty fluent. I've grown up in this language, but
What?
Grew up with Elvish?
Not the entire way through my life, but a
Can you
majority
read it?
of
Because Andraste has this book and I have no idea what it is.
that's a personal thing for her. I don't want to read that.
Is it?
I mean, I don't. It's not. Is what I meant.
But you are human.
Interesting.
Are you?
I am human.
I'm an elf who speaks Dwarvish. Figure that one out.
I'm a halfling that speaks halfling.
I can barely read.
But that was a sick burn.
All right, we're all in sync.
Wait,
here,
you made fun of
clearly.
me?
No.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Gentlemen,
Yeah, he didn't.
could we refocus for a moment? Avatar of a god of pestilence.
Sorry, Lareth. Welcome to the Foxy Regulars.
We do this a lot.
I move over to Ruckus. You can speak
Other people have all these secrets. We are like, you can speak Elvish?
No one ever asked.
That's fair.
Oh, goodness.
Natrix was on the floor.
Message for you, sir.
Oh, Natrix, no!
It's in green.
She keeps getting dropped on the
Yes.
floor. The poor thing.
The Hefner with 500 bits.
What on earth for? Anything?
My guess is for Ruckus.
Probably.
Yes.
Knowing.
Yes, please.
Because that was brilliant.
Plot twist.
Sure it wasn't the way that we very,
Massive
like,
buddy.
long way around got the answers from this freaking
God.
That took forever.
I'm sorry, Andros
No,
is
it's
not in a
okay.
good place.
Turns out torture works.
Well, so here's the funny thing. I realized when morning hit, like, I could have said I was taking a short rest.
Nah.
He gets his wild shape back, short rest. But I didn't say
you
it.
didn't say it, so-
I didn't
call
let
it.
him get his spells back.
Honorable,
Yep.
sir.
Honorable.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Cheers to you, sir.
That we'd have been just fighting the stupid orc again for another.
And we would have called you and
would've
we'd be like,
killed him.
play back the tape.
I'd have killed me and Andraste would have just been locked in an endless struggle of like impaling it, spare the dying, impaling it, spare the dying.
My turn. And now I want to see that as an animated GIF.
What's up? What's up?
Right. So, in essence, it appears that we are fighting, if I had to guess, an avatar of a god.
Oh my god.
Higher than a cleric, but certainly serving as a god's proxy on Earth.
Whoa.
In favor and rather.
Apparently they're very old as well. And undead.
She is very old and undead, and not so
Undead,
much.
you say?
Apparently.
Well, undeads are not gods.
Would I know anything about, like, any kind of undead that lives a very long time?
I will let everyone make a religion check.
Yeah. Also known as the check that the
Cleric knows.
cleric is bad at. Are you kidding?
17.
Awful at it.
Is religion intelligence?
Yep.
Too many R's.
16?
9.
You pick up a thing or two on the streets of Water.
3, nice.
3. It was a straight roll for me because I have nothing in religion.
So the two of you have heard stories of different types of undead. You've heard stories of.
Not yet. It is the morning, but it's coming.
Coffee will run through, yeah.
Skeletons and zombies which you've fought, and fast zombies which you've fought. Powerful, weird.
Screw those things.
Up and more powerful, and you have heard stories of very, very powerful undead.
Would I think this is a lich of some kind?
You think maybe it would be a lich. Both of you kind of get that at that moment.
I think we might be dealing with something here that is very ancient and very hard to kill.
Like?
Do you know what we're dealing with?
I don't. I have my suspicions.
What do you suspect?
Well, the only thing that I can think of in all of the tales that I've picked up over the years on the sea is that there may be an undead of quite a bit of power who can raise others and doesn't die so easily. You see,
You're rambling.
it's a lich. I think it might be a lich, if you've ever heard of that.
Have I heard of a lich?
Yeah.
You have.
I think we don't want it to
No,
touch
you
us
It makes sense.
Maker's
in
mercy.
any way. If I remember accurately.
That's what I have these for.
But
Well,
I want to rethink our approach here.
careful. A very careful approach if we approach at all.
Looking at, he looks around at the carnage of the treant of the corpse flower of this druid, and he says, yeah, it's probably dangerous, but you seem the most capable lot that there could be.
We're the Foxy Irregulars, lad. We are the most capable lot. I hope.
You, the 4 of you, 6 with your 2 animal. Oh no, they're gone.
Yeah, they make it.
Dawn came.
The 6 of you.
Dawn came.
Pull
and
up the
you
thing
went.
5.
Oh no. Thank you. We just got demonetized. No, I'm kidding, dude.
The 4 of you stopped this rampage that has been traversing the elven lands for 5 years.
We stopped this rampage. We couldn't save the villagers. They're still dead.
There are other druids doing this as well.
Other druids with other treants, with other bloody corpse flowers.
Do you know where the other elves are holed up? Where did they go? The ones that made it away?
Some, like me, of keeping watch, trying to pick off what they can. Others travel north. Although as refugees, they probably will not be welcome. The wood elves of the south are
Yes.
frowned upon
I
by
would
the high elves.
ask you to bring them back.
Bloody elitists.
We could use some support.
We have no time.
Well, even if he is gathering reinforcements while we go, we can be assured that nothing is coming behind us.
I
Do
think-
they have any military might at all? Do they have any ability to fight?
Maybe.
Lareth, how many are there like you out here in this area? Within, say, a day to 2 days' journey.
Maybe a dozen.
Can you ask them to start making their way toward the mountain? Don't come into the blighted area. But pick off what you can from outside the area.
Can we get there without going into the blight?
No,
Then get as close as you can.
it's too. We can walk 2 hours, and then you hit the blight.
Uzo, perhaps you should leave Bagar with this man. If we are to go back into the blight, I don't want him. It's just a suggestion.
Okay. And pull Bagar out. Bagar, he is right. You are not safe here.
We have risked your life so many times, little friend. I don't
But I
want to
promise you, we will come back for you. And I hand him over to Lareth with a heavy copper bracelet worth 50 gold pieces. Please, if you can make it to Waterdeep, take him to the Irregular Tavern.
Or, if you stay in the area and we survive, return him to us?
Will you travel back this way?
Unsure.
If Bagar is here, we will.
Yes. We will come back for him.
So, I can gather up, what I can, and we can
Watch the border.
protect this area up and down on the northern end and keep it from trying to spread further.
That's a good idea. Because this is the furthest north that we've seen a blighted area, yes? They may not know yet that he failed here. But if they figure it out, they may come back and try again.
And we'll have to be ready.
With any luck, we'll get her before she gets here, if we take that path.
That's the hope.
She did have to come to raise the dead. I mean, we could just wait for her.
Uzo, did he ping anything in his head when I asked that? If she was coming?
I think the image said that she created the tree ants with the spores. The spores are the center of the blight, and they generate the blight encompassing it. And
Right, but didn't they say that she raises the dead herself?
she can raise the dead, yes, at will. But raising the dead is not the blight. She creates the tree ants and the spores to blight the forest.
Yes, but she may still be on her way. To
Maybe.
If she thinks that this...
If she was expecting
Creature.
a report back or something.
Could wait here. Don't have to worry about the blight. And we don't have to worry about taking her on her own terms.
I
in
don't-
her territory.
Yes.
She might be on edge if she has to come out of the cave. But in the cave, she does have the comforts of home, but not expecting an attack.
If we stay here, she may raise your family.
Yes, she may. It's a possibility, and if we can take her before she comes here, no,
So on the road.
I think so.
Somewhere outside of her home, but just barely. She could have who knows how many bodies she might raise in the middle of something if we're in her home.
Take away her advantage. If we know she's going to come here, we might as well wait for her.
Should we wait? Do you think that is the most advantageous?
We know the path between here and there. We should move away from here.
I agree. But definitely should take her at some point where she's not in the mountain.
How long do we wait to see her?
That's a good question.
We are running out of rations.
Oh, I can create food and water. We talked about that.
Oh, yes.
I mean, I won't be able to today, but I will be able to tomorrow.
Right. What do you flavor your food with, Berith?
Salt.
Salt. Have that.
And in fact, he reaches in and, he pulls out a number, like a pretty good sizable sack out of his pack. And it's like, I've got more than I need.
I shan't turn that away, good sir.
Thank you.
You are traveling in Blight. I can find all the food I want out here.
How many rations is that?
That will be 2 days each. But it's fresh fruit and vegetables.
Shall we find something to eat this morning that is out here before we go in?
I think yes, if
Do
we
you
can.
have something on a keto diet?
Will I be able to find anything to?
Yes, you can. So you can find only rabbits.
Sorry, man.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You can find
Whatever I would usually.
small game and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remy, do you want to come along?
Absolutely.
All right. Don't think I've
sorry,
forgotten this.
sorry, White Rabbit. I just
I just had to
Had to
pick a white
tease.
rabbit.
Shall we?
And shall.
Let's roll.
all right.
Oh, that was bad.
It was not much better. 12.
Oh, that's 3.
So yeah. So
No,
I mean, it
no, I
takes,
succeed on it.
okay.
I succeed on it.
There it is.
All right, yes.
So yeah, so you get you go through and you get enough for 2 more days
Nice.
of rations.
Nice.
Just go ahead and put that down.
Yes, good.
Delicious.
Nummy, nummy, nummy. All right, so. Do we continue or do we wait? I don't know. I don't know what's right here.
I don't want to face her in her home, but I don't have any guarantee she's going to come this way, particularly, and when she's going to come.
I agree.
Better to get it over with.
By far and away. The sooner we get it over with, the fewer walking corpses there will be.
Can you send a message to the Enclave of some kind of blessing or assurance or help of something?
Tomorrow I can do that, yes.
I think we will need the help.
Well, they already know that things are on the move because of Grumble.
We should give them an update if we have the ability.
Grumble.
Hmm?
Grumble?
Do you know him?
You said I do. Good lad.
Insight check. That is 18. How does he know Grumble?
What you know about Grumble?
Yeah.
Grumble's been around. He's been around the forest.
Okay.
He hasn't seen him for a while,
Okay.
but he's got mad respect for him.
Mad respect. Okay.
Yep.
I was like, are they lovers?
The Emerald Enclave sent him to us to help find out more about this blight and everything around it and the orcs and what they were up to. So he came out to us in the farmland leading up to here. And then he went back to Waterdeep to report.
If I know Grumble, he's probably on his way.
Probably.
Back.
I mean, I can't imagine he's comfortable in the city. It's not a comfortable
Yeah.
place.
Oh, it's quite comfortable. Come to the irregular tavern. Very comfortable.
We have a ghost.
I have the attic room. There's a reason for this.
A ghost bartender.
Yeah. You don't even have to look at him.
It's the place
our
where
friend.
you are going to take Baga after you.
If you do not see us again.
But if you are traveling to the mountain, perhaps I can get word to Grumble to meet
Absolutely.
you there.
Yes.
That would be ideal.
Let's give him as much information as we have about this blight and what's going on.
How much information can you pass along?
So write it down.
I was about to say, you have a notebook full of
do.
Yeah.
information. You just throw it in his face. No,
Do not. Do not.
No, there's more than just information in here. Thank you.
You write in Elvish as well.
I don't, thank you. You cannot see what I write.
It's in Thieves' Cant. It's all.
It's all.
Of course, it would be in Thieves' Cant.
So I guess we write down all the things that we know about this blight.
Okay.
That we know about a potential lich, that she summons up a bunch of treants and to go and send corpse flowers to the villages that were destroyed in all the raids 5 years
And
ago.
where we're heading.
And where we're heading, the Forgotten Pass on the western side of the mountain.
It's a Forgotten Pass.
Do you know it?
I do?
Can you give us better directions than the western side? Because that's
I
not
can.
terribly specific.
Can you really?
Yeah.
Does it go through the blight?
Oh, yeah, it does.
Of course it does.
It's at the center.
All right, well then, You take this, and now write down directions.
So he draws out a map as good as good as he can. He gives you a couple of landmarks in there to look out for, which I will tell you next time. But he definitely gets fairly detailed with a way to get there. And then he kind of hands it back. It's like, although, unless you're going to fight every zombie in there, you're going to have to wind your way past and through everything.
Sounds like something for stealth.
Why are you looking at me?
Because neither you nor I are very stealthy, my friend.
Fighting all that way through.
Would be...
Now, you did just spend a number of days
wending our
doing
way
just
around.
that, winding
Right.
your way through around these pockets.
I mean, we've already done it. As long as we continue doing what we've been doing and we're careful, we may still stumble across a couple of pockets, but as long as we're careful, we should be fine.
I was ready for this to be the end. But we have to see this through.
We do what we must do then. Onward.
Seconded.
Thirded. Do we want to rest outside of the blighted area, or do we want to continue on in? Because it's only 2 hours to the new blight, yes?
Mm-hmm.
We've already rested.
Then we should go.
Time is of the essence.
Okay. All right. And that is where we're going to pick it up next time.
All right.
Heading into the Blight. And now that it's been revealed, sort of, I can tell you about this lich is from the dreaded Accursed.
Called it!
No way!
I called it!
So they gave me. I
An
asked
advanced
if they
version
had
of
something, around that would fit into this storyline, and they do. Which is really fun. So they sent over,
destroy it.
an
lich.
advanced copy of, not an advanced copy, the stat block and a couple of notes. It's it's pre-production.
Can we use this on Laerith at all?
Nice.
So it's not
Oh!
there's a limit on the phylactery for the lich because of the 3.5 versus 5.
Yes.
That.
I mean, just so we use it and we don't lose it.
Okay,
Is there
yeah.
anything we could use it on with Laerith?
No, not
Is
really.
there anything else that can help us?
No, but I
Oh,
will.
did we want to
if you-
loot the bodies of the orcs before we left?
If you want to use that card, I will pull one more card of this out.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure. Let's do that.
Post-credit scene. Uzo standing in the past.
So this is-
looking back, thinking about Baga with a little.
So this is
I like it.
I was seriously about to have Alacrity show up, but hey, I can help, guys. What's going on?
How did you survive the forest?
No, they're still hanging out on the mountain.
We should tell Lareth to go and check in with the horses. No, never mind.
The what?
So I will hand out
4.
one to each of you, and you guys can roll your d12s on those Nord Games.
Oh, come on.
Not even gonna look.
Gonna use the gift dice.
That's not 5.
Please.
What'd you get?
35 gold pieces, 3 silver pieces, and 2 copper pieces. I
Very
think.
specific.
Yeah. We're doing it. That's my. Or dragons.
Now this. I mean, do you guys want this to be party treasure? Or are you guys kind of sneaking around, searching?
I generally do party treasure.
Yeah,
I'm
party
not,
treasure.
I'm-
Yeah, for sure.
A, I'm not sneaky, and B, why would I do that?
Well, if I would have got this druid scroll spell or this ceramic horn, you wouldn't know about it.
Fair enough.
So,
I got a well-worn parchment with lines of writing resembling a map of the wilderness, which is a third-level ranger spell scroll. It doesn't say what kind of spell, though. Just a third-level ranger.
All right.
So I'm going to be looking at that.
I will tell you what that spell is.
Okay.
Yes. The last one was the Pass Without a Trace, which
Yes.
is a second level ranger spell
Yes.
on a turtle shell.
So then you'll tell me next week what it'll be?
Yeah.
I got a fine magnifying glass bearing a tiny nameplate reading Anton. The last 2 characters have been scratched out.
Ant.
so
Is it worth anything, or just?
Yeah.
Nope.
It is to Anton.
A
Sentimental
fine
value.
magnifying glass, so it's like a magnifying
Yeah.
glass, yeah?
Burning ants. You can burn ants with it. Start a fire.
It's useful.
Hey, you don't have magic. You could start a fire with it.
Aww. Why does everyone keep twisting that blade? That's mean.
A cracked golden statue of a man worth 24 gold pieces.
I'll write it down.
You're
Crack man
impressed.
statue.
Crack man.
Yeah? 224. So we've got 2 gold statues.
All right.
310 silver.
We've got stuff to go in, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Play.
So we have 5 here. You have 3. And there's 2 more up here. So this is 10 on our side. What do you gentlemen have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It should total 20.
Plus 10. Oh, plus 5 rather.
Yes, so
So
that's
you
10.
have
20,
10
so
on your
16 are
go into
going
the
in
void.
there.
Oh my God.
All right.
So can you pass me that gold coin, please? Thank you. And 1 wooden coin.
We need to have those random beholders ready for all this inspiration.
Yeah, right. So this will go into the void.
What we need are liches. Lots of liches.
We'll have those next time.
Dude, we should
probably.
do the liches. Should have did it today when we've had all the inspiration. Next week's gonna be like,
So,
Well, next week is.
Screw liches, get money.
oh
yeah. So everybody, so next week I am gone. So we're gonna do something special on Tuesday nights. We're gonna have a roundtable discussion. So we're going
very,
to be
very cool.
taking your questions for starting at 7 and going until we kind of feel like we've gone for a while. I'll be in chat.
Nice.
But I won't be here. Bo is gonna host as Ted all night.
Do it in that voice. Please do it in the voice.
So, tell me, when you play Ruckus,
Yeah.
what parts of you are there?
A lot of rage. And that's it.
So
Don't mess with Aaron.
So if you think of Aaron, right? On one side you have Ruckus, and on the other side you have Mayhem.
And there's
And Aaron's in the middle.
Yes, absolutely.
don't give away the show.
I'm me in a blender. Emotionally. Nope, doesn't work.
And honestly, I relate to that because I have Andraste on one side and Alexandria on the other. One will absolutely just screw your world over, and the other one won't.
So the other notes are. So we'll be doing that next week, and we have one more week after that, and then I believe it's KublaCon.
Yes.
So
So we're probably gonna fight liches at KublaCon.
I believe there may be liches in KublaCon.
We figured it out.
And Nord Games will be really happy because it'll be from their bestiary.
Yes, exactly.
That'll be fun.
It all just comes
That's perfect.
together.
That's almost like you planned this.
Totally
We'll all be
planned.
drinking more
Totally
beer.
planned.
Totally planned.
Wild side.
All right, there it is. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for sticking around with us. It is 10 o'clock.
Get a like, subscribe,
Follow, subscribe,
Discord.
follow,
Do it.
Subscribe on the YouTubes as well, the Discords,
Yeah. Join the community. You're
Yeah.
here.
Join
You're
all the
still
places.
watching.
We talked about a lot of stuff.
If
you wanna be with
yeah,
us.
I mean, we have the best community.
We really do.
That's all there is to it.
We really do.
Screw all those other communities out there. We have the best one.
Hey, we have people who give like a ton of subs. We have people who give inspiration every week. We have
Yes.
people who watch like
Thank you,
9
guys.
hours of content every week with us. Like, you guys are the bomb.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Seriously, we love
And
it.
if anybody knows anyone at the CIA, I just need to know who Ted the Accountant is. So, let's make that happen.
Getting off my phone.
Ask
Oh, is
Alexa.
that what's going on here?
Alexa, who is Ted the Accountant? Call Ted the Accountant. Alexa, call Ted the Accountant.
You do not have security clearance.
Nice.
Okay, all right. Thank you,
All right,
everybody.
we'll see you
Yeah,
guys
we're
next
done.
week.
What? What? Let's see. You get to do that on the one shot. It'll be fun.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Amy.
Fire punch.